and it's not stable anymore. What the fuck? Yeah, let's just keep going. So, welcome everyone. Let's see here. Let's get everyone's initiatives in order. So, Rags and Birog are sharing places. Cool. And then there's Castiel and Baku.
Actually, Baku will be joining the bottom bitch top club the first time that he and Simon. You know what? Never mind.
Heh, 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 heh.
That's okay. We have cookies here. I'm just saying, the cleric is always like the bottom of the freaking bracket.
Oh, I totally misread that. Hang on.
Honestly, cleric going anywhere in the initiative is good. Because
yeah, it just seems. Yeah, it just seems like with, I guess, how your guys' stats and rolls are, that it's like, even if I happen to roll high, you all still roll higher. So I'm still at the bottom. So
it's because my chosen feat was alert. I get an extra +5 to initiative.
Right.
I have a +9 in initiative. So
mine is +7.
Mine is +3.
Okay, as I thought. Okay. I think we are ready to get started. And alright, let's see here. The Sovereign Six safely arrived in the Dwarven Kingdom of Mighthold, underneath the inactive volcano of Coldbreak. After spending some much-needed R&R in the tavern, the party went to the king, Ludwig Grimgrip, for his permission to enter the Deep Vault, the location of the teardrop of water, Lamar's essence. However, negotiations with King Ludwig did not go over well with the Sovereign Six, so they sought the help of Rorik, Bakahatu's longtime friend and captain of the Eastern Manta. On their way to sneak through the top of the mountains with him, however, they discovered that the arrogant and flippant king had been neglecting his citizens, dwarves and refugees from Kinya and Orvion alike. Vowing to return for them and giving the king a taste of his own medicine, the party traversed through Boulder Hill, where Rorik was thusly mind-controlled by Turumta, the Gith pirate queen. Using Riona's own blade to plunge it into the proud half-orc's body, he was paralyzed from the waist down, and the party did everything they could to save his life. But it was not to be. Rags used his soul cage to give Bakahatu time to grieve for his lost friend, and the party unanimously agreed that Boulder Hill needed a new name to honor his bravery and friendship, Rorik's Hill. Saddened but not defeated, the six separated with Dora while she went to defend Rorik's lifeless body alone against the guards, while they entered the Deep Vault. Through there, they solved tricky puzzle after tricky puzzle, but eventually they reached the bottom, meeting Fibsh and his brother Fneep, of all people, and they come across the Guardian of the Wayfinder gem, a mourning aboleth named Ra. Rags, using a rare display of compassion and sympathy, brought the aboleth back to his senses, and he thusly gave them their rightful prize, the teardrop of water. But something has awakened. A Kraken.
I'm sorry, you didn't call him King Bastard. You got to do the recap again.
Something King Bastard. Okay, here we go. Alright. Wait a minute, what? No, that's wrong. What? Did it save the wrong playlist? Hang on a fucking second.
Oh no, you better be careful.
Damn you, technology.
Technology, you failed me in the moment I needed you. Okay, while I get this sorted out...
Mario as a monk. Give him firebolt.
Yeah, I can see him as a monk, actually. Let me just get the opening. I am not a good multitasker. Narrowly escaping the far-reaching tentacles behind you, Everyone, the Kuotoa, the Triton, and you, the party, surface from the water, holding your breath and simultaneously gasping for air as you weave through the seabed up to the surface of the water. And you all bear witness to the terrible Kraken, its massive form easily towering above you, but still tiny when compared to the abode's monolithic structure. It swerves over to Coldbreak, wasting no time wrapping its tentacles around the island. Hang on. And
Cassio, I have an idea.
Yes?
I'll need to apologize to Lamara, but we're going to have to beach the Kraken. Could you part the sea?
you do have the teardrop of water, and if you look into important things to note, there are more things you can do with it.
I did see that, so yeah, let me
It's time for some Moses level shit here.
It's totally within your realm of possibilities.
let me see. Part water. Move apart, create trench, extends cross, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think we can pull that off.
What are you asking for?
All right, so I reach in to my grab the teardrop of water, and then just turn the rags, just kind of nod, just be like, oh well, all right, here goes, and pretty much pours all of her concentration to try and part the water.
All right, and you do this while you're riding on Ra's back, and he looks to you and says, "Good thinking." And you watch as the water around the Kraken parts to the point where you can actually see the water dipping down, and to the point where it's essentially writhing about on a muddy floor. There's some fish down there from what you can see, but while it was enough to deter its movement, it managed to gather about 4 tentacles around the island. Not enough to do some more damage, but if the water surfaces again, then there's no telling what destruction it will do. It is then, in that moment, you heard a voice. Her voice. "Good work getting that gem for me, Six. I'm impressed, truly."
Great, it's
Who said
her.
anything about you? You got no fucking business here.
"Oh, I believe I do. Now be good little heroes and deal with this beastie for me. Oh, and just to keep you on your toes, boys!" Suddenly, vessels you have never seen before float down from the skies above on the caldera of Coldbreak, carrying what appeared to be a large drill, its construction reminiscent of a T-Vage virus. Rags, you recognize these vessels immediately.
Of course.
You act so sure of yourself that you can't even stay here and watch your own men fight your own battles?
Oh, trust me, this is just the warm-up act. Our fight will be an occurrence in the future, but I have other business to attend to. Until then, just do what you do best. And that is when she cuts off all communication.
Oh, I'll certainly do what I do best. Afterwards, I'm coming for you.
It is then that Ross...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to put a bullet in your brain.
And you shall. Ra, hovers over the island, making sure to be careful not to, get the Kraken's attention, where using the shock of his tail, he cracks a hole open just above the city of Melvberg. To arms, Sovereign Six! I will deal with this creature as best I can. To arms! And he just, slinks you off his tail. Not even missing a beat.
Well.
And, while you are in Mighthold, it's there that you see the townspeople running into their homes, screaming, carrying their children, and dragging them off their feet and getting them into their houses, locking everything down, and, before you could properly react, Riona, in the corner of your eye, you see Dora getting dragged off by some guards to a building just off the beaten path. Let me go! One of the dwarves, chuckle and say, "That won't do you any good. Let's lock up this Asimar in the brig with that halfling wench. The king will have some choice words for you then."
Okay, so, I'm going to cast haste.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to, with my increased speed, I'm going to rush over to her as quickly as possible.
Okay. In a flash of light, you make your way over to her, no problem. The guards freaked out, they notice you coming towards you and they go, "What in the fuck?" And his friend just pats him on the shoulder and says, "Well, don't just stand there, get your spear ready!" Riona, let's see here. Trying to find their stat blocks.
It's just they don't have it.
They do. Okay, here we go. So, and their initiative is...
In the negative.
Oh, they rolled a natural 20, so they get to go above you.
Fair enough.
Oh.
There's about 2 dwarf guards. So
Oh no, only 2 of them?
Running off.
but seeing as you caught them by surprise, I'm gonna have you make the first roll. So what would you like to do against these guards that have Dora restrained?
Kill
Okay,
him.
well, yeah, that is the plan.
Okay.
So, guess who also got a nat 20?
Oh shit. That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Okay, so, here's the thing. I'm going to do a I'm gonna do a really cool thing with, my throwing knives.
Okay.
Okay. So that'll be 6. That will be 6 damage with the throwing knives.
Okay.
So as the one with the spear is getting ready for their attack, Riona actually sees the guy with the spear getting ready, and puffing a little bit of wind magic from her, like, around her ankle bracelets, she shoots one out and actually stabs him, like, through the chin.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
knock him off balance.
yeah, not only that, he's hurting pretty bad. He was wearing a helmet, but the dagger cleaved through it to the point where the support just sort of drooped off, and then his helmet rolls onto the ground. And standing ready. Is there any other action you'd like to take before?
I have 2 extra attacks.
Okay.
And now I gotta go after the one who doesn't have a knife in his chin.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Now this one, time to break out the trusty katana.
Katana. Settlers of Katana.
So that will be just trying to check. So that'll be 2 slashing damage and then 6 lightning damage.
Okay, yeah. Although because this guy was wearing plate armor, go ahead and roll extra damage for that.
Oh. That will be a 3.
All right, so yeah, you land a hurting on him, and while you did get the knife into his buddy's chin, the dwarf that you attacked first pulls the knife out and just slams it to the ground, but knowing that his beard mostly saved his life, but it's a really thick curly beard. But
Your beard is stronger than your blade.
is that the best you can do? And he gets ready to attack. So he's going to try and go for a multi-attack for you. Oh,
Jordan, I still have one more extra attack.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, like, I like to imagine, like, he pulls it out, he's like, is that the best you got? And I just start running up to him with the bigger blade, and he's just like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, so do your thing.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, and, does a 23 hit?
It does. Go ahead and roll damage.
So, 13 slashing damage.
Oh yeah.
And 1 lightning damage.
Alright, great. So, yeah, this guy, because you landed such a hit on him, he's getting to the point where he's staggering. He's actually using his spear to hold up his own weight.
And you know what? To add insult to injury, I cut his beard off.
Yeah, which he pats it a little bit. There's some blood on his hands too, and he's just like, "You've done it now."
My beard.
Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay, so he's gonna try and go for a multi-attack with his spear. So that will be a, let's see here. That's definitely not gonna hit, but does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Okay, so the first attack misses. So, okay, that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, you just barely hit it, even with my increase in AC.
Okay, yeah, so you take 6 points of piercing damage, and for the final attack, that is a, oh, that's a 7. That's not gonna hit. So you're bobbing and weaving through his attacks, but he did manage to nick you across the arm. It's not enough to really make too much of a dent, but it did draw some blood. So
How much HP does Riona have?
Yeah, 200.
she's loaded. She's fine.
All this for a drop of blood.
Exactly. So that's the end of this guy's turn. His buddy is also going to try and multi-attack. He rolled a natural 20. So that is 12 piercing damage on the first hit. And then that will be 17 to hit.
Nope. That missed.
Okay, so that attack misses. And 13 misses. So you got nicked a couple times, and one of the guards says, "I don't know who you think you are, but resisting arrest is gonna cost ya."
I
No.
take it you're proud of the work that you've done.
The king pays us well, just as he'll pay us for bringing the bounty on your heads.
I have a question. At this
Yeah?
point, would we have noticed and thus heard the fight going on?
Yeah, definitely. You saw Riona rushing her way towards them, and Dora as well. At this point, because they're so focused on fighting Riona, Dora managed to scurry away and gather your guys' attention silently, like with a head tilt. Like, get over here, guys.
Actually, I have
throw in
Riona.
a bit of help for it?
Yes, I have Riona just glare at both of the guards, saying, "You think that you're an asset to him? Please. Meeting the man in person, I can tell he only views you as tools. And if you think your lives are simply worth as much, and if you think your lives are worth as much, and I'll cut you down as the tools you are."
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. That is a 15.
15. Yeah, they're visibly surprised by your ferocity. They're still holding firm because this is their jobs after all. But
Can I pull some bullshit?
yes.
I love bullshit. I also have some bullshit.
And
You wanna do
also-
bullshit
Oh,
together?
But I mean, you know what?
Fuckers,
Yeah,
make
like-
a Constitution saving throw, both of them.
Constitution save? Okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna say his turn's next.
Okay. One rolled an 8, so that's a
Fail.
failure. Yeah. The other rolled a 13, which I'm assuming is also a fail.
Also fail.
Okay.
Oh man, I love failures.
What happened?
Congratulations, my friends. Neither of you get to see for the next minute.
So yeah,
Cast
they.
blindness, deafness, and blind both.
Well,
of them.
that actually interferes with my bullshit.
Oh, sorry.
Sad.
No, it's fine. It actually does give me more time to execute my bullshit.
Yeah,
Here's the
so
thing. First, Riona is threatening them to their face, and then their eyes stop working.
yeah, so they are visibly freaking out and mumbling unintelligibly because they can't hear themselves talk. So naturally.
No, they're blind, not deaf. I can
He
only
only
choose
does one of them.
one or the other.
Oh yeah. Sorry, the name of the spell is really confusing. So they're just blind.
I
Okay.
get to choose if I make them blind or deaf, but blind is almost always a better choice.
Gotcha. Okay, that spell needs a better name. Yeah, they're flailing around, wondering what the fuck is going on with their vision, because they could see the city and Riona just fine, and then nothing at all.
What's the matter, princess? Having a bit of trouble with your eyes?
Who the fuck is that? It's that fucking necromancer!
I'm going
Why
to
are
take
they?
a page out of the bird's book. I'm your worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah, they're both freaking out, and they're just holding their spears at the ready, pointing in random directions. They're not sure where you are, but they can hear you, so they try and turn in your direction, which ultimately just opens them up for another attack.
That's right. Look at me. Come to the voice. I promise it won't end in your death.
If
I'm
this is
also lying. As a free action,
okay,
I summon my minions.
all right.
Who
So
knows what this means?
coming from the woodworks, they rise from dark portals from the island that doesn't exist. And what will you have them do?
I'm only summoning the skeletons. I'm only bringing them to me.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
If the answer's not killing them,
The answer is shoot gun.
Okay.
That qualifies.
So, Riona, seeing as you're in the crossfire, I'm gonna have you roll a quick let's go acrobatics check or dexterity save.
Oh no, acrobatics. Ah man.
Your worst stat.
So what if I say I got a natural one?
Oh.
Oh boy, it really is your worst stat.
No, because okay. Because of the sudden arrival of Rags's skeleton crew, you barely had time to react, and you go, oh shit! As you stumble and fall, you take a little damage, but thankfully, it wasn't enough for you to get caught in the crossfire. Instead, you looked to see two dwarven guards getting filled with lead, and
So I just did like horde rule rolling. They both take 55 damage.
how do you want to do this?
Okay. Rags, after summoning his minions, lowers his hand and points at the blinded guards. I want them to be pools of blood. Before all of his minions fire, only 10 of them hit. 5 of them end up missing.
Mm-hmm.
But the 5 bullets from each of them just rip through the dwarves, taking out flesh and knocking hands off.
And shearing their armor as they fall unceremoniously to the ground. Their spears clattering on the floor with them.
And just to add insult to injury, I cast Animate Dead.
Okay, so yeah, you now have 2 other members to add to your army. Yeah, just as soon as you killed them, they rise back from the dead, which unsettles Castiel and Dora a little bit, but they understand it's for a good cause.
Good necromancy.
Good guy necromancy.
If there's ever such a thing. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more. They overwhelmed me while I was trying to defend Rorik's body, but his body's still up on the hill. We'll have to come back for it later because, to my understanding, there's a Kraken attack going on?
Yeah, there is. Dora, are you okay?
I'm okay. I've been through worse.
And the Queen of the Bitches has decided to make her forces known as well.
You mean Tarumta?
Precisely.
Something I realized they said we had a bounty?
Yeah,
I'll be able to. Don't worry. Give me like a few seconds, and I'll be able to fix that. I have an idea. Evil Baku smirk.
Yeah, as you were discussing your idea, Baku, you see your pirate crewmates rushing up to you, and hang on. They rush up to you and hang on, I know I wrote it down somewhere.
Who doesn't love a bit of PDN, the public displays of necromancy?
Yeah. Favorite.
Sometimes it can be scary.
Oh wait,
At
Jordan,
least I
just
don't
one.
leave corpses laying around.
Oh wait,
Huh?
Jordan, just wonder how much damage did I take from falling?
Not much. You took about like 3 points of damage. Okay, so Apollo and the rest of your crewmates shout from the pier. Come on, rapido, amigos! Let's go take care of this beastie. And, Zome, just was staring at the ceiling this whole time, going like, was that an apple just now?
Yeah, he's not outside, don't worry about it.
Then Sork just, punches him in the shoulder and says, well, come on then, let's get our ships in gear. So, do you all head back to your ships?
Yep.
It's a good idea.
On my way back to the well, no. It can wait at this point.
Yeah.
Because we're not being directly accosted.
No. And even then, you were far enough away to the point where the guards were just too late to subdue you. You see them just on the edge of the pier, scolding the woman you met a long time ago, going like, "What's the matter with you? Let them go!" And before long, you find a passage out to the Pasigo Sea, where you see the Kraken still wrapping its tentacles around it. But you also notice an offshoot to where you can go to the path leading to the mountains. And from there, you all see the device starting to glow with a red light, and it's from there that you can tell whatever's happening isn't good, as it starts to activate and make drilling sounds.
Oh.
That's not great.
It is then Ra flies down to you and says, Sovereign 6, I haven't dealt enough damage to deter the beast from its assault, but I do have a suggestion for you. Divide and conquer.
I feel like Tarunta's plan was to divide us so that she could conquer.
But it is
Give
there.
us two separate threats.
But it is there we face a dilemma as well. If all of you face the Kraken at once, you risk her crewmates reactivating the volcano, destroying the city below. And conversely, you will all be dead if you just focus on the pirates.
I feel the most important thing is that we should have at least some stronger protection around the rest of the gens.
On that, I agree.
What are spelljammers?
They have the power to control the natural world through...
Oh, give me a second while you have this conversation.
These ones were made by my father.
I have experience in boarding enemy vessels.
There are telltale signs of his designs all over it.
Regs, you know this device.
I might need to entrust my army to you to handle the Kraken, while Baku and I take care of that thing.
Right. If anybody knows his tech, then it's gonna be Regs. If anybody knows the tech in general, it's gonna be me. And both of us have experience boarding enemy vessels.
I can get us inside.
So sorry. Okay. What were we discussing?
Giving Riona control of the army so the rest of them can handle the Kraken while Baku and I board the spelljammers.
Okay, so, Baku and Rags are gonna board the Spelljammers. And then, Rihanna, you said you were going to...
I just merely stated that if there's one thing we need to prioritize, it's that we need to keep the Wayfinder gems as protected as possible. Otherwise,
Hang on, BRB again.
Damn it!
Protecting.
Right.
Well, the rest of the Wayfinder gems are like.
Yeah, they're back at home base. But right now we still have we still got the water gem.
Ah, yes.
What?
Oh, my Discord updated.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Like, other than sending Castiel to Tamalu and leaving the rest of us here to do the shit, I'm not so sure.
Point me in whatever direction you want me, and I'm good.
I'm wondering if I feel like I feel like it may be beneficial to have one more person on the Spelljammer, but I'm not sure if it would be Vryrog or Lele. Probably Vryrog, since
We don't
me and
necessarily
Rags can
have
pew
to
pew all day.
Whereas you and I are essentially glass cannons. We need someone there to take the blows.
I was half thinking that, but yeah.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, because Baku, I know you've got the whole dimension doors and shit to get back to home base. Like, considering what's going on, I mean, would Baku even have time to be able to do that? Like, send Cass to go drop off the gem and have her to come back in time?
Baku's dimension doors can't take her to Tamalu.
Okay, I am so sorry about that, but,
He would take you there, but he wouldn't be able to get back.
yeah, I am so sorry about that. This is why you plan your, food orders accordingly, kids. So, boarding, granting control of the army to Rihanna. Got it.
Lele could quickly draw up a circle. It only takes a minute, and then you could get there and back instantly.
A minute's all you need to approach the Kraken. So, Ra, as you're all getting ready, nods in agreement and says, I will look for any survivors that are struggling across the mountains to try and escape the threat. In that time, he looks to Lele and says, your portals will be of the utmost importance. Do you see the tentacles that are wrapped around the island?
Kind of hard not to see them, but yeah.
Make a perception check real quick.
Okay, that's the what is my perception? I need to remember. That is 25.
That is perfect. You see across the way, 4 tentacles are wrapped around the island right now, pulsating with the strength of the beast. But you turn to Ra and
Okay.
you turn to Ra and tell him that there are about 4 tentacles, and he says, excellent. Everyone knows their roles?
Oh, and who was I going with? Was I definitely going with
You're
Baku
coming
and
with
Rags?
Baku and I.
Yep.
Okay.
The dudes are going one direction, the ladies are going another.
We're doing this again, are we? This
Uh-oh.
Yes, you are.
is not the first time it's happened.
In
Yeah,
fairness,
but-
in
It
fairness,
happen a lot.
in fairness, this time around, it's not. It's not. We're not fighting each other.
Ew.
Thankfully not. Thankfully not.
Ew, boy cooties.
But this is
You
also what
boy.
happened when we were doing the side quest over in the port town.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, that's
the
very
old
true.
drag
Very
rail,
similar in
the other
Zagia.
way, cast it the other way.
Look, it's just coincidence, okay?
Fuck off, it's coincidence at this point.
Us boys like to stick together.
It does just so happen that those happen to be the two groups of three that work the best together
Yeah.
in most situations. So
Okay then. So, with your teams divided, Riona, you drop the boys off to the side of the island where you all make the trek up to one of the Spelljammers. And you ride out into the sea where you can see the Kraken in plain view. It rears its head in your direction and unleashes a bellow. But in that time, thanks to Lele, portals emerge from behind your vessels where members of your army, different creatures, different races, kobolds especially, drive their way out into the sea, ready to fight alongside you. It is there also that Sneer looks up to you, gives a salute, and says, "Ready to do some damage, Captain?" And thankfully, the Kraken rolled a 17 in its initiative, so luckily it's not going to do too much damage. But your attention is not on the beast itself, but rather the first tentacle. What would you like to do?
So, I think because it is squid, I think it is more than appropriate to use Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
calamari boys.
Okay,
Because
so
because it is squid.
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna have you two make a dexterity check, cause it's pretty far out into the sea even from your position. It's close enough to jump to, but
I got a 15.
that'll do it. So you leap your way across to the tentacle, and moving your hand across your blade, it ignites with electrical energy, and you stab it straight into its flesh. It took a little bit to get it in there, but it did break through the skin to the point where you can dig into it, and surprisingly, it felt the pain as it cried out in agony. And because you attacked one of its tentacles, you broke its concentration and lowered its CR by 5.
Okay, so it takes
Oh, you're
three
doing,
lightning.
you're doing the thing.
Oh,
You're
sorry,
doing
it
the
takes.
thing I did. One
Yeah,
time.
it takes 3 lightning damage,
Okay.
and it can't react until the next of its until the start of its next turn.
All right. And its CR goes from 23 to, if math will permit me,
18.
18. Perfect. So this fight got a tiny bit easier for you.
I told you, zap the squid.
Yeah.
I actually did that with the final boss in Ard Mandaleo. I had them basically like trying to reduce its hit dice in order to seal it.
That's really cool. All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So, question for you, seeing as it can't react until the start of its next turn, does that include legendary actions?
Okay, my ruling on that has typically been yes, it includes legendary actions, but technically legendary actions are like a different kind of action, so that's up to DM ruling.
Okay. Given that it's a, well, different sort of beast, I think I will use legendary actions. So, seeing as you pissed it off, Riona,
The music changed when you said that.
yeah,
The music changed. Oh god.
yes.
Why do I hear
It
fucking-
is going... Hang on, let me read the rulings real fast. It is going to try and use Lightning Storm. So the Kraken magically creates 3 bolts of lightning, each of which can strike the target the Kraken can see within 120 feet of it. You are all within that range, so, ladies, I would like for all of you to make, dexterity saving throws.
Alright.
Wait, you want me to make one?
Yes, all the ladies.
So, hello, hi, I have a 19.
Okay.
14.
What's my dex? I should probably keep myself on that page. 18.
Unfortunately, you all fail. You take 22 lightning damage.
Oh.
The sheer force of this creature, rushes through your bodies, completely, not, incapacitating you, but it does land a hurtin' on you. So, I forget if there's anything specific about lightning damage. I don't think there is, right?
No, there are no specific effects to.
Okay, good,
types
good.
of damage
Just wanted to make
unless
sure.
it says otherwise.
Alright, so, that spends, I believe, yeah, it costs 2 actions, so that would be the end
Plus
of...
2 legendary actions out of
Yeah.
3.
I know, yes.
Legendary actions are weird.
They are.
You think spellcasting is weird? Nah, legendary actions are weird.
I don't even know what they are.
Neither do I. Then again, I'm also not a DM, so...
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Legendary actions are a thing that boss monsters can take between the players' turns. They normally have a certain number per round.
So they only have 3 per round?
Yes,
Probably
and
depends.
that lightning storm uses two of the 3.
Oh,
So they can
boy.
do one more singular legendary action
Alright, good to know.
this turn.
Good to know.
Or
So,
this round.
yeah. Going back, through the initiative, skip the boys for now. Lele, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see. What look am I,
You can either attack the next tentacle, which is just a few feet away, or you can try to attack the beast directly.
Okay, how far away...
Just
If I use something like Chain Lightning, can that hit it and its tentacles? As long as they are 30 feet away from each other?
as long as they're 30 feet away from each other.
Because it technically is like towards a target of my choice that I can see within range. Then 3 bolts then leap from the target and to as many as 3 other targets.
Right. Yeah, you'll have to ask Riona to, steer you closer to the other tentacle, but, you risk getting closer to the Kraken, but, that's a little more CR to lower if you do. And then from there you can cast Chain Lightning.
So would that mean it has to take like not just one? Do the beast and the tentacles themselves have different HP? A little bit. The way I designed it is that
if they're attacked, its CR gets lowered. Okay, Rhythmbot, don't scare me like that.
Its CR gets what?
The CR gets lowered.
Okay. CR gets lowered. Okay.
Okay, what doing?
Lily calls out to Rhea. Should we risk getting closer?
And what does Rihanna say?
Just do what you need to. Don't worry, I can snoop. Whatever happens, snoop. Whatever you could snoop. Whatever happens, I can still take it.
Alright, full steam ahead then.
Alright.
That's what she looks to Bach. That's what sailors say, right? That's what sailors say, right?
Yeah, Baku's not on the ship with you, but you.
She tries to look for Baku to see if that's what sailors say.
We're all on land.
Sad.
All the guys are on land.
Yeah, they're on land right now. They're making their way up to the hill.
She like instinctively looks for Baku for that, but like very clearly, he can't.
And you're like, oh, never mind.
Baku
Oh,
phases.
Yeah. Which can somehow be heard from all the way over there. So, yeah, you get just close enough to the Kraken to unleash your attacks.
Alright, so now I can, I attack the main body, and I try to reach out for as many tentacles as I can.
Alright. You get about 2.
2 tentacles.
Yeah.
Alright.
As well as the main body. So, 3 points.
So, the main body and the 2 tentacles each have to make this dexterity saving throws.
Okay, seeing
And I'm
as...
assuming they have to beat my spell save DC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, of course. That's usually always the case. So, dex saves, was it?
Yes.
Alright. Its dexterity isn't very high, so, this is gonna be interesting, so... Oh,
It's a
natural
big
20.
squeeze.
Natural 20 for the body.
We'll just say it takes a quarter damage.
Okay, so... Yeah, it takes a little bit of it. The first tentacle takes 14. It rolled a 14.
The roll of 14, and I'm assuming it has no modifiers.
No, it's 0. It has a modifier of 0 for its dex.
Cool. What's the second tentacle?
The second is natural 19.
Just made it.
Just made it, yeah.
Okay, so where's my D8? One tentacle? Oh yeah, it's lightning, so I don't know if that does any more damage.
Let me check its damage resistances. Okay, it
Where'd
says...
my die go?
Okay, it's immune to being frightened and paralyzed.
So it can't be paralyzed, but is it weak to lightning?
It doesn't say.
Especially since it's in the water, I'm assuming.
I would say
If it
that
doesn't
I would
say
say
that the answer
yeah.
is no.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because it is an aquatic creature as well, it probably adapted to the point where it wouldn't bother it too much.
Okay.
That and it also shocked you earlier.
Okay. Well, let's start rolling.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 7.
Mm-hmm.
2. 5, so that's right now 14. 19. 22. 30. 35. 39. 43. 50. Okay, so one tentacle gets 50 damage.
Okay.
Another takes 25, and the main body, depending on whether you want to round up or down, is either 12 or 13.
Let's round up.
13 damage.
Okay, so yeah, you actually blast off one of its tentacles. There's a big explosion of gore as the sheer energy from your chain lightning emanates into it in such a way that strikes a nerve that caused a reaction. So, because you hit the other tentacles, its CR went down by down to 13. So you dropped it from hang on, let me make sure I'm doing
So
the math right.
basically,
So
I dropped it from being 20.
23
in
minus
turn,
15. Oh, its CR is 8 now. My mistake. All it takes is just a few hits to do it in. You guys are doing a pretty good job with this.
Does any of the does any of the blood get onto any of us?
It mostly reaches the mountain, but you get some of the spats of gore do land next to your vessels. But nothing
Figured
to
if
really
anyone's
bother them.
getting hit by that, it would be me, because I'm, like, on the thing.
Yeah. You get covered in it.
She looks at me and I was like, sorry.
Please, it's gonna take more than this to freak me out.
Okay. Lele, anything else you'd like to do before?
Alright, well, let's see here. I can still have a second, I can still, as a bonus action, cast a cantrip, can't I?
I know the rulings with spells
you
are
can-
weird.
You can cast a leveled spell and a cantrip on the same turn, as long as you make either one of them a bonus action.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. I am casting, well, how far away would another tentacle be? Or,
That would be on the other side of the island without looking up. So I would say
okay,
close
but-
to
but-
close to I'm thinking 65 feet,
Okay,
65 75.
okay, in that case, and the Kraken is not 30 feet away from me, right?
No, it's much closer to that.
Oh, it's closer than 30 feet away from us?
It's about 25.
25 feet? Okay. Just in case. I point at the Kraken. And I cast True Strike.
Okay. Any saves for that or?
On
Nope.
my next turn, I gain advantage on my first attack roll against the target. Provided
Okay.
my concentration has not ended.
All right, cool. So, I'm thinking the way we do this is on one round we'll focus on the girls and the Kraken, while on the second round we'll focus on the guys and what they're doing.
And to kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth, exactly. We'll see how this goes. So
I love how this was meant to be a simple session.
yeah. It is. Okay, so
Don't worry.
it's the Kraken's turn now. So utterly enraged and in pain from what it's endured, it's going to turn its attention to your ship, Riona, Cass, and Lele, and it is going to go for, let's see here. It's going to go for a tentacle attack. So, I believe your ship has its own HP. Let me just check through the notes. I'm pretty sure it's still here.
I think that's how you did it
Yeah,
last
'cause-
time.
yeah. Didn't we set this up?
Yeah, we did. Okay, here we go. Eastern Raven. Okay, its AC is 15. So, so is he a 10th. We can assume that's also the case for, the Southern Raven.
Yeah.
Its HP is in good standing, so even if it does take a hit, it should be fine. So, okay. That is... That's a 12, so it's gonna miss.
You missed!
Yeah.
You're a giant squid and you missed!
You also lowered its CR, so...
He was 3 feet in front of you!
He's 3 feet in front of you! How did you miss? Yeah. Normally, a Kraken of its sheer strength and size would have been able to deal some good damage to the ship, but because you injured it so much, it threw off its aim. The most it could do was make a big splash, so I'd like for everyone to make another dex save.
Oh, does the
Oh.
dirty 20 work?
It does.
5.
Okay.
Does a natural 20 work?
It does. Okay, so everyone but Castiel succeeded. So Cass, you and a couple crewmates get washed about the deck, and thankfully you were able to grab onto the side of the ship, but you take about 10 points of bludgeoning damage because of just the sheer impact of everything. And as you come to, you notice that Bert just sort of is like flat on the ground, like totally washed out, like he just got out from a night of drinking, and he just lifts his head up and goes, "Oh, goodness gracious me."
Good timing.
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
Yeah. Is everyone all right?
Hanging in there.
Okay, so from there, we'll make it your turn, Cass.
Alrighty, so let me see here. Ready? Yeah, I've had enough of this saving throw bullshit. I'm going to cast Holy Aura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Holy Aura, creatures within 30 feet radius of my choice. When I cast a spell, they'll shed a dim light in a 5-foot radius, and you have advantage on all saving throws, and other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against them.
Okay, so you're gonna give the Kraken disadvantage.
Yeah, it's like giving the Kraken disadvantage on giving us advantage too on all saving throws. So yeah, fuck this shit.
Wow, even Castin S has a moment of snapping.
It's like I can get my ass handed right now.
Yeah, poor Cass. I mean, you're doing a job pretty well, tanking the damage.
Yeah, I mean, I've got plenty of health and stuff, but still, it's like that's what I've been losing my health on. It's been on the saving throws.
Very true. Yeah.
So it's like yeah, because I've been
It's like,
rolling
hey,
low.
man.
So it's like
Hey man, fuck you.
so it's like yeah, no.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, no you.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, is there anything else you'd like to do before?
I think that's pretty much all. I think that's pretty much it. That's my big spell.
Gotcha. So it is going to. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm reading this right.
It's gonna say, what the fuck, man?
What the fuck, man? Yeah, it says so right there. That's really weird. No. Alright. So, using its legendary action, it's going to go ahead and, it's going to try and wrap its tentacle around Riona and do a fling. So it's going to take the attack action.
Oh boy.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage, of course. So it's going to aim for the Eastern Raven since it's the closest to it. And with disadvantage, yeah, that would be that would be a what's 4 plus 6?
10.
10. Yeah, so that misses.
Hey.
So, the most it could do to you, Riona, is it flings you into the water. So, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from just hitting the surface so hard, but you do float back up to Sneer's vessel, where he pulls you back up and puts you into his ship and says, "You okay, Cotton?"
It's gonna take a lot more than that to drown me.
That's what I like to hear. And he turns to the other troops, and they say, he says, "Troops, advance!" And it's from there they continue their assault. So, from there, we can head on over to the boys, and, you guys will be happy to know that, one of the Spelljammers is parked. And there's, like, 3, pirates, standing watch, but, they, see you all approaching, and, they make their way down to you, speaking a language unfamiliar to you, so it can only be assumed that they're speaking in Gith. But from their temperament, you can tell that they're not really happy to see you. Especially with the fact that all 3 of them rolled pretty low initiatives.
Aw,
Give
sad.
them the easy battle.
How unfortunate.
How very, very unfortunate.
Okay, Rags, what doing?
Situation.
Okay, so how many? So there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Can anybody tell me what happens when a necromancer decides he doesn't like one specific enemy?
Ooh, pick me, pick me, pick me.
Lele, do you know?
You're not there. You're not there.
I'm not there. No, this is me speaking.
You're not there either.
So first things first. I'm just gonna have the skeletons aim down sights at the pirates.
Okay.
Before, I'm going to give them a chance to stand down.
All right.
You have 3 seconds to drop your weapons. If you don't, they will all shoot you.
All right. With that said, make a persuasion check.
That's a 16.
16.
Though it would more be intimidation. It's also a 16 no matter what.
Yeah. Either or, they all look to each other, and, they just brandish what appears to be, bladeless hilts. That is until they activate them with a pshung. And they all activate at the same time, and they make their way towards you.
You know I'm gonna be taking one of those swords, right?
You're
Oh,
going
for
to be
sure.
taking them all.
I'm gonna be taking them all.
Lightsabers, or are these like Saber's weapon?
To avoid copyright, I called them Star Cleavers, but they're essentially lightsabers.
Okay.
Oh.
Like, can he do
You
that?
think
Like,
you
legally?
had a chance to live for the rest of your lives without dying.
Well, I mean, they are gonna live for the rest of their lives. It's just gonna be a very short amount of time.
But now they're going to die in agony. Fire.
True.
Okay.
Such a casual
Okay.
conversation.
Yeah.
Gotta get it landed on the side. Oh, fuck.
Such a casual conversation, considering that there's a
Okay.
Kraken hugging the island, and there's a drill.
Loves the island.
This is Baku in any crisis.
Yeah. Okay, Rags, what are you doing?
That's 77 damage.
Okay,
Split amongst them. As all of its troops shoot.
yes. So that'll take care of all of them. You scruff the sides of the ship, but they're made of such a material that they, can handle, limited technology, so you just, like, scruff the paint, but you also paint them with the blood of the Gith, so...
I gave them a chance, didn't I?
Hey, you did.
Question: Are these star cleavers? Are they dex weapons?
They are. They're essentially like the Sun Swords, only with a key
Good.
difference.
Good.
They are, they're about, 2d6 in terms of damage output. And they deal radiant damage, of course, but, there's also a chance for you to add, 7 extra psychic damage.
So you didn't make them as broken as the ones I did in Arakashi. Got it.
Moving quickly, we need to get inside.
Yeah. So, luckily, it's as easy as just climbing the scaffolding.
Oh,
It's a very ergonomic design.
And on the way, I am picking up all 3 star cleavers.
Mm-hmm. You take them all, and you fly your way up to the drill.
Actually, hold on.
Huh?
I'm not done.
You're not done?
There are 3 wonderful corpses in front of me.
Would you like to reanimate them?
Yes.
Okay.
I need I need something for expanded inventory.
Do you want me to hold on to them for now and give them back to you?
No. I mean like I just don't have enough room on my sheet.
Oh, I
Yeah.
Imagine needing an entire extra page just for weapons.
How can I hold all these items? Alright, so, you all make your way,
You know what? Yeah, I'm just
up
gonna
to...
make a new sheet for it.
Yeah. You all make your way up to, the drill, and just from getting close to it, it's loud. But, that doesn't stop, 3 more Gith to, draw their star cleavers and make their way towards you. Rags, your turn is done, right?
No, that was a bonus action.
Alright. So, what will your main action be as you land, close to the drill?
I'm gonna offer them the same option. Have my with the 3 new members, clearly they're friends, point guns at them.
Alright. This will be an intimidation check, I feel.
This situation didn't go well for your friends here. Do you want to make the same bet?
Okay. And then make your check from there.
That's only a 13.
Only 13.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long to convince them. They, like, just wisely put their blades on their hips and, raise their hands.
No. Drop them on the ground.
They do.
Those would be mine. Thank you very much.
Right. I'm gonna tie them up.
Okay.
Uh,
There's an old pole... Huh?
I'm gonna hog tie them.
Alright, there's an old pole where you can
Through
do
their
that.
ankle.
Okay, so properly restrained, you guys make your way over to the drill, and from there, you see three more. You see three more pirates, just mostly operating it. They didn't seem to notice your presence yet.
Oh no, we've reached the end of the track.
Yeah, we did. But it's okay because I looped it. So, because they're distracted, just also from the noise and also their work, you guys have an opportunity here. So, Rags, I think you're done now, right?
I still haven't taken a proper action.
Fucking hell, okay.
Lord.
Oh my god.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay, so they haven't noticed us, right?
No.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna be nice and draw their attention.
Okay.
And threaten them all. Again, with the 20 skeletons and the shield guardian.
Right.
I can attack all three, and if it comes down to it, I can attack all three of them in one action.
Although because of that, 20 more pirates show up.
Oh, wonderful.
They all draw their blades, and they're just coming right at you, not giving you a chance to really speak.
Okay, I run towards them.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Okay, I can attack 5 of them in
Oh, wait,
in
it's-
action.
It's not your turn quite yet, but yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put try to put a decent amount of distance between myself and Baku.
Alright.
And Durog and all of my minions. And I'm going to cast Circle of Death.
Circle of Death. Okay.
That's fun.
How big is the area we're in?
It's pretty big. Seeing as it's in the caldera, it's a good, I would say 100 feet radius.
Wonderful. Using my movement, I can only put 45 feet between me and the rest of them, so you guys are going to have to make Constitution saves. In
Okay.
fact, all of them are going to have to make Constitution saves.
Okay, so seeing as there's like 23 of these guys, I'm probably just gonna do a good 5 for the chunks. So let's see how that goes. I want them to fail, because this is your moment.
Me
Okay.
and Baku need
So
to make
okay,
a
one
roll.
rolled in
Yes, you
one
guys
rolled
need
in
to
11.
make this
Is your spell save
Ooh.
DC above a 21?
No, it is not.
Okay,
Not
one
bad.
one rolled a dirty 18.
Still failed.
One rolled a dirty 20.
Okay, that succeeds.
Another group rolled a 7, so that's a failure. Another rolled a dirty 17. And finally, the last bunch, they rolled a 6.
Oh, rip to
Okay.
them.
What did you roll, Zero?
29.
Wow.
Okay, you make the
Nice.
save. Well, then again, it's Constitution. Barbarian.
Yeah, con's kind of your thing.
Yep.
Good job, Virog.
Okay, everyone who failed it takes 25 damage.
Alright. Yeah, it lands a good hit on a number of them. The ones who failed anyway. But, the ones who succeeded,
Take 12.
they take 12 damage, even as they were trying to, reach higher ground. Which, there aren't a lot of opportunities for it. They just sort of, reached up to their, friends, and as the rope ladders just reached them, they still got hit from the residual effects of the Circle of Death.
Now, the Circle of Death is correct. Because
Which means
it's
I
literally...
also take 12 damage.
Yeah. So does V-Rob.
But that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Circle of Death... you know the spell I like using, Negative Energy Flood? This is essentially
Yeah.
Negative Energy Flood, but
Yeah.
everywhere in 60 feet.
Okay. So, Virog, there's a decent group of, 3 pirates, in your way. What doing?
Hang out with them.
Well, they just sort of looked at you funny, and they just point their blades at you. So, I don't think they agree.
Aw,
That's not nice.
sad. Well, I'll rage first. I'll do a little rage.
Do a little rage.
Yep.
You have no idea how much I want to play Doom music to this.
What the hell is it?
In fact, I think I'm
No,
going to.
Jordan.
Hang on. Huh?
No, Jordan. Better idea. You play Forces from Berserk.
You want me to?
Do it. Just
Hang on,
the
let me find it.
opening Notes. Hold on, I can get it for you. Just because
Oh, yeah,
the
thanks.
opening notes for it would be perfect the second Virog rages.
Yeah, okay. So,
that is true. Plus
Alright.
Berserk.
Yeah.
alright,
Okay.
so, Virog, your feelings hurt from the Gith pirates completely
Hell yeah.
ignoring you. You feel, an intense rage filling your body. And you just stare straight into their eyes as your body bulges with anger, and the teeth of your swords shimmer in the light of the justice you will impale upon them. You're gonna fucking kill them.
Us.
Griffin!
I'm gonna attack two-handed, just so you know. So it's a D10.
All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good roll. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Wait, it's a 20. It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay, dirty 20. That will definitely hit.
Okay then. And that is, sorry, excuse me as I do maths. It's easy maths too, but okay, so that's 21 damage. But I've also got my gathered swarm now,
Mm-hmm.
so that will also be a D6.
All right.
Okay, that's 22 damage. It was a shit roll, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah. It's definitely enough to land a good hit on them. Meanwhile, the one you didn't manage to hit, just sort of looks at his companions. Yeah.
The gathered swarm is additional damage, so it was 1 extra point of damage.
Oh, only one. Okay.
Yep.
I just realized...
Well, regardless, they are a little freaked out that they just pissed off the wrong guy.
And our extra attack to hit. I'll hit a different person now.
Okay.
That is 23 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Has my gathered swarm just one? Okay, that's just once. Okay. Oh, that's a terrible roll. That is 15 damage.
Okay. So, yeah, you're definitely landing a hit on them. And they've gotten to the point where they're just sort of pleading with you, going like, no more, please.
Should I roll intimidation on them or something, or?
If you want to, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that more than convinced them to back off. So you and Baku get pretty close to the drill. So Baku, from there, I would like for you to make a quick tinkering check, please.
A tinkering check, you say?
Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
It's low, but I'm gonna stick with it this time because I think it fits with this being tech that I'm less familiar with. 16.
You actually beat the DC for this. So,
Okay.
after some finagling, you struggle a little bit, considering that it's written in
Yeah, I
GIF.
rolled a 2 on the die.
Yeah, considering that's written in GIF. But, you quickly realize, oh, wait a minute. This kind of looks like the targeting system. So after making a few inputs, you disable it. But the drill is still activated. So you need to make a couple more as this is going on. So
Okay.
seeing as it's the end of your turn, unless you'd like to take something else.
Well, I have a bonus action.
All right. As it happens,
I have
there.
several-
Yeah.
How many are left?
Just the 3 that Virog terrorized.
Wait, so you're telling
It's
me they're
gonna-
all dead?
They're not dead yet.
I'm just gonna.
Like, how many of them are dead?
None of them are dead yet, although a number of them are hurt.
Because I forgot something on my turn.
Oh,
The Shield
okay.
Guardian.
Ah.
Make two
The ones
attacks.
I terrorized are now my friends. That's how it works.
That's how it works. You were afraid of me. Now you're my friend.
Yeah.
That's yeah, exactly. It's like how people beat each other up in JoJo and they become friends that way.
Exactly.
Can I become the main
Yeah, no,
character?
that makes sense. Dragon Ball Z, another option.
I haven't watched that one.
Naruto.
Okay. So,
Anime.
I think just because we've gotten this far in the round, we'll save that for the next one. Is that okay? We'll remember the Shield Guardian for the next turn, the next round, with you anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because we're
So
just
are
that
you
far.
saying that those 3 are the only ones within like 30, 60 feet of me?
They're within 10 feet of you, actually. They're just like
Are they the only ones?
Yeah. More are trying to weave through the circle of death.
You know what would be a real shame? Is if I happen to already have a Force Ballista on my arm.
Oh. So,
So the one that Vryrog did damage to already.
we'll say that's the most
I'm
recent
gonna
one,
make
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make a ranged spell attack against him.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
That will hit.
Gee, I sure
Friend.
hope it does.
How would you like to fuck up this Gith's day?
I like to blow a hole in its stomach with sheer fucking force.
So, as you hear your weapon.
As it goes off, I'm just like, I don't even look, and I'm just, do you mind? I'm trying to work here.
In the words of Cinema Wins, Nola kill. That we'll never see that again. His 2 friends just look on in sheer horror and in sheer pain to see their friend, who hadn't taken much damage prior from Virog, just suddenly get annihilated as his heart just sort of droops down in the hole you made in his stomach, and he just lurches over and dies, drowning in a pool of his blood.
Victory. Fatality.
Okay, Aaron Black, calm down.
Okay, so, we'll say 2 more Gith managed to trudge their way over to you. So it's going to be their turn. So 4 of them,
Sure, though.
yeah, 4 of them are in your vicinity. So they are going to make a multi-attack towards.
You should probably update the number that we're fighting.
I know. I'm also keeping it there to keep a head count. So I know there's 4 at the moment. So yeah. Okay. So
But also one of them is dead, so we're now only up against 22.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the one I was
Don't live with dyscalculia, kids. Okay.
Remember what Yakko Warner said, just buy a calculator. You can worry about that stuff later.
Yeah. Okay. So, all 4 of them are going to try and make multi-attacks towards you, Virog. So, this is gonna be interesting. So,
they're not gonna multi-attack the one with Hellish Rebuke? Man.
Alright, so, okay, that's a 4 for the first attack. Yeah, that's 4 for the first attack, that misses. Then, okay, that's a 7.
Sad.
And then that will be a 13 for that one. So, this guy completely, misses you, Virog. But then, their other friend tagged in. And they made a 12 for the first attack. Another 12. So that one has to make 1 more. That's a natural 1.
Oh.
They're completely unprepared for you guys.
How do they fuck up?
It's almost as if we're really fucking strong and they don't understand this.
Okay.
Pretty strike.
To be fair, all of those would have missed my Warlock in another campaign.
Exactly. So, that will be, I think, a 9? Yeah. So that's the 3rd one attacking you. So their first attack missed. Jesus. Getting shit rolls. 4. And, okay, dirty 20.
Hits.
Okay.
Is that a melee attack?
It is. That will be a 2-handed strike from them. So, you will take, 12, damage, radiant damage from it, plus 7, psychic damage.
Probably a lightsaber. Can I parry that, or is that unparryable?
Seeing as it's made of solid light, yes, you can parry it. You can certainly try.
So that's a strength contest.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's make some strength checks.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 5 from its end.
Oh, well, I rolled 12, so...
Yeah, you succeed.
Yep.
There's still one more, out to attack you, so... Okay. That's a 5 that misses.
Sad.
4. These guys suck. Okay, 13. And I think that all missed.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so that will be the end of, the guys' round for now. Let's go back to the girls, starting with Riona. So, the Kraken is still holding on, but, it's still very much unhappy.
Good.
So, what are you doing?
So I take it it's like it's got like one tentacle left, like trying to hang on for its dear life.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind the lowering of the CR is that it's trying to focus on its destruction. Not to mention that Tarumta is also the one directly controlling it. So
And
it's not as
that-
strong as it could be.
It's still very close to me, though, I take it.
Yes.
Who's ready to see a thunderstep?
I am!
Let's go!
Alright. Okay. So, walk me through Thunderstep. What are you doing?
Okay, so yeah, you can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you are carrying. You can also teleport one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast a spell, and there must be an unoccupied space within 5 feet of your destination space or creature and will appear. Otherwise, creatures left behind. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the damage increased by 1d10 for each level slot above 3rd.
Okay, so, how do you want to employ your Thunderstep?
I mean, honestly, I was thinking of just, like, I was gonna do the cool thing of, like, trying to slice that last tentacle off. Like a blink and you miss moment.
Alright. Do you have to roll for that, or?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
So, how does a 22 work?
That will hit.
Alright, and I'm definitely gonna cast Thunderstep at 4th level.
Okay, yeah, that will do it. So, cleaving the rest of the way through... Yeah, okay. So, following Garrick's suggestion, you carve right through the area where you were cutting initially. And nothing happens at first, but as you step away, or rather, jump away from the tentacle, since you had to jump from Sneer's vessel to reach it, you jump back onto it, and suddenly you hear a... as it all just tumbles into the water, and, it rears its tentacle back up and howls in pain. It's still hanging on, but you're definitely landing hits on it. It's just taking its sweet-ass time to die.
But, yeah, there go them tentacles, though.
Yeah. So, would you like to take your bonus actions?
You know what? I think I shall. I'm going to use Action Surge.
Here we go. What you surging?
Time for some extra attacks.
Here we fucking go.
Alright, so I'm not gonna start slashing at the main body now, since that's all that's left.
Okay, so, given how big it is, let's make this interesting. Let's have you make some acrobatics checks just to, stay on.
Wait, what do you mean, like, just to stay on?
You know, because you're running up to the main body, and, given that it's definitely still trying to kill you, it probably wouldn't like the idea of, you know, you staying on it just to do damage.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because I have the mobile feat. Like, would that work with it, or no?
I think mobile just increases your movement speed.
No, it also makes it so, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement.
Oh, that's right, okay. So, yeah, never mind.
Alright. In that case... so, 22 hit.
Uh-huh.
Let's get that there katana. And you know what? Perfect needs to be playing with this, too.
Yeah.
So, that is 10 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
and 5 lightning damage.
So 15 damage in total.
Yep. Extra attack. That's a 12.
Okay, that will miss, unfortunately. But, as you made the first, slash, you carved, you made a slash so wide that it reached, its face, and, as you were about to make your second strike, it decided then to, it decided to use a legendary action to make a, what can it do? It's going to try to make a bite attack against you. So...
Oh boy.
Alright. Oh, okay. So... If I'm understanding this correctly, that will be a natural 19.
Hold on, I'm just here to check out something. Okay, yep, you barely hit.
Okay, so that will be 8 points of piercing damage. Thankfully you're not grappled, so it just essentially used its teeth like swords. You smell its breath as it came down on your body, just grazing across your breastplate.
But I still have one more extra attack.
Okay, go ahead and take it.
Thing is, it has me in its mouth. Big mistake.
Okay.
You made a mistake. You're in range.
You're in range.
Yes. Yeah. Honestly, do I even need to roll the hit? I'm literally next to the thing.
D&D rules requires roll.
Okay. I got that 20 anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
This really is a you've made a mistake, you're in range.
Yeah.
It's like Riona's just like, I'm not getting eaten again. I raise my sword up, charge you with electricity. So that's gonna be 20 slashing damage.
Okay.
And 6 lightning damage.
Yeah, it's definitely enough for it to spit you back out, and it jettisons you onto the sail of the Eastern Raven, and it cushions your fall. But Castiel, you're just below her. I'd like for you to quickly make a. Oh, what should I have you roll? Let's have you roll acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Let's see here. That's a 6.
Judging from how noticeable the thud was, you reach up to her and just reach your arms out and catch her just in time.
Thank Castiel.
No problem.
Alright, so I believe it's Lele's turn now.
Okay,
This
so
is the simple session.
okay. I don't have a plan. Okay, so how much hurt has the Kraken?
You are getting it close to quarter damage.
Quarter of its health?
No. Like, hang on. I misspoke. You're getting it a quarter of the way to half health.
Okay, so
Yeah. So we still got a sizable chunk to take out.
Yeah, you're still fighting a Kraken, lowered CR or not.
okay. Good news. I still have True Strike activated. So
Mm-hmm.
does that mean I get like 2? Does that mean I get like on top of the holy aura, does that mean I get like 2 advantage rolls?
No, you just get straight up advantage, I think.
No, advantage doesn't stack.
Yeah, it doesn't stack. If it did, then D&D would be even more broken than it already is. So yeah.
Imagine rogues.
Yeah.
Imagine rogues.
Oh, well, imagine. So yeah, just roll with advantage.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna throw.
You know, I may not like Xenoblade 2 very much, but
I just realized that's 300 feet.
Huh?
From the ship, am I able to attack both the Kraken and the second?
Well, all of its tentacles are fucked. So
They're all gone.
Well, they're all damaged and hurt. One is gone thanks to you.
I'm asking, can I attack a second one? It's a ship from where at least Lele is.
Seeing as you're on the Eastern Raven, no ships are really in front of you.
No, I'm not asking about ships in front of me. Is the Kraken, like, is there a straight line between Lele
Yes,
the
you're
Kraken,
like
and a secondary tentacle?
You're right up its ass.
I
Gross.
do not want that imagery, but I'm asking. So I was asking because I know the tentacles technically have a secondary health bar, or whatever.
Yeah, you're close to it. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. Well, I'm asking from where I am or where I can move. Can I attack a second? For instance, if I say use Ice Storm, can I attack a second? We'll go past the Kraken and attack a.
We'll say for the sake of expediency, sure. Yes.
Okay. Then there you go. I'm gonna roll. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
So, seeing as is one creature.
Two, I thought it was gonna be 2. Like one.
You know what I mean.
And a tentacle. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So it rolled a natural 20. Actually, given that you landed a hit on the tentacles, it wouldn't matter if you hit them regardless. So we'll just take the 20 for the creature for now.
Okay, so then it does pass. So it only takes half the damage.
All right.
That
But
being said, I have to make a 4d6 and 2d8.
yeah.
Okay, let's that one fell. So okay, okay, so that's 9, 12, 16, 21, 27.
Okay.
So would that be 14 for each of them?
I would say so. Yes.
Okay, so 14 damage to the head and 14 damage to a tentacle.
All right. Yeah. While it did dodge out of the way, the shock of the blast did graze across its body, and it did pierce through a tentacle, and not only did it pierce it, it froze it over and made it fall limp into the water.
So is that a second tentacle down?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're
Just call me
having calamari tonight.
All right. So.
Wait, I could still take a bonus action.
Okay. What will your bonus action be?
I'm gonna cast.
And Riona, you have yet to use the troops.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Why not? I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. Now,
All right.
Now you must make another Dexterity saving throw, or take, I believe it's 3d8 damage.
Okay. It rolled a 15.
That's a fail. Guess who gets to deal 12, 19 damage?
You.
Yee!
So on top of your previous spell, you launched a beam of light towards it that hits it square in the chest. The residual blast was actually enough to pry it away from the rest of the mountain. So all the tentacles are no longer wrapped around Coldbreak. Rhythmbot? Okay, good. I was really worried for you, Rhythmbot, honey. It's okay.
We love you, Rhythm Bob.
I don't.
hate it.
Okay. So, I believe, that's all the actions you can take, Lele. So, I think it's the Kraken's turn. Okay, it's gonna, do a...
Let's Kraken.
Yeah, okay, so it's going to grapple a ship. So, should be easy enough for it. It rolled a natural 1.
Should be easy enough, it says. Piece of cake, it says.
Okay, so in all of its pain, it sort of reaches for the closest ship at hand, but as a result of its pain, it just sort of doubled over and hissed, but for the sake of flavor, it was enough to grab onto it with one of its healthier tentacles, and then it's going to try and fling it towards your ship, guys.
I'm gonna beat this motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Okay. So it failed just because it's so hurt. So it flings a hapless kobold soldier overhead, and it crashes into another one. You lost a couple troops, but only a couple troops. You're still in pretty good standing.
They're not dead.
Hell
Are
of a
they?
way.
Aw, I hope they didn't die.
They did die. Like they were flung across the ship and then into another ship. Those guys are dead.
Still though,
Hell of
I'd
a
like
way.
to I'd like to imagine Trunta's looking at this as an absolute frustration.
She is. Alright, so Castiel, you're up.
Sorry, I'm eating chocolate.
It's cool. I wish I had chocolate.
Honestly, you have.
Okay, anywho. What is nearby? Like, is it the Kraken itself or another tentacle? Like, what's around?
The Kraken itself. Its attention is squarely on your fleet now.
Gotcha. Alrighty. And how far away is the Kraken? Is it within 60 feet?
Yes.
Alrighty. Methinks I'm going to call a flame strike. Alright, let's see. Let me see. Each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, must make a dex saving throw.
It's making a lot of dex saves, which is funny because Krakens have 11 dexterity.
Man,
It rolled a 4.
Imagine having to make a ton of dex saves and failing.
Alrighty. So let's see. So it's gonna take 4d6 fire and 4d6 radiant damage.
Oh damn! So that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
No, you see,
Can you repeat
the
that?
crack. Let's see, the
That's
crack.
a lot of damage. Sorry.
Can you
see.
repeat the amount of damage?
Okay, guys, one at a time.
Okay.
I was gonna say, it's like I like to imagine it's like, oh man, my dexterity is really bad. I hope I don't have to fight anything that relies on dexterity for damage. Here comes cleric.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Anywho, so that will be 13 fire damage.
Alright.
And then as for the radiant damage, 15 radiant damage.
Okay, so in total it's 28 damage. Yeah.
28 damage total.
I'm just gonna say, seeing as it is, Flame Strike Laylee's just looking in awe, and it's just like, just giant grin on her face, just.
Whimsy.
It's like Melva likes calamari.
Now the Kraken is looking at us and going, "Why do I hear boss music?"
No, it's still very much a feral creature, but it is definitely entering a fight or flight mode. It's choosing fight, but it's consistently
like,
losing,
music
and
right
no
now.
thanks,
It's like,
no
oh,
thanks
you're
in
down to the
part,
final minute.
no thanks in part to Rumta getting utterly frustrated that not only are her troops failing her, so she has a lot of people to hang, and two, this dumb beast in her mind is resisting her control.
And
Bless you.
she's getting her shit's getting slapped around with Baku barely doing shit.
Honestly, poetic justice. And you're not even on a one-on-one confrontation with her yet.
Yeah.
No, it's like yeah. Imagine when this is one-on-one you and me. I will fucking destroy you. That's the message being sent right now.
All right.
Meanwhile, Cassiel's like, yeah, and I'm the one going after the king.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it's going to let's see here. All right. It's going to try and do Lightning Storm again. So, everyone go ahead and make a Dex save.
All right. Is Holy Aura still active?
Yes.
It should be, yes.
So we get advantage, don't we?
Yeah, you do.
Correct.
All right.
Okay.
Haha! Natural 20!
All right.
On both die!
Nice.
Fuck your
Holy
save.
shit!
Aha! Natural 20! Fuck you, giant squid!
Okay, Brianna, what'd you get?
So,
I went from shit damage to now I'm rolling double net.
Yeah.
So I got 19.
Okay.
okay, so this dex save.
Dex save, yes.
Okay, so first roll was a nat 1. Second roll was a 19, which makes it a 22.
Okay, regardless, you all succeed. Riona, in addition, you tell the soldiers to veer a hard right, and you just see these plumes of lightning hit the water and explode as they reach it. But luckily, no one was hurt. You guys are doing pretty well for yourselves. So, going back to Rags, Virog, and Baku, Rags, what are you doing currently against the? Oh, hang on, I need to do quick math. What's 22 minus 4? 18. Yeah, 18 other Gith pirates that are enshrouded in the Circle of Death.
I wonder what I could be doing. Does anybody know what happens when a necromancer finally gets into the fight?
Death.
Because it involves their minions shooting again.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, man.
As Kingpin would say, take your shot.
Yes!
What?
Oh no.
It's a natural 20, isn't it?
Not 20!
Yeah! Okay, doesn't matter. How do you want to do this?
Okay. Rags stands up, practically surrounded by the gift, after casting the spell last round. And he cocks his head to the side and looks around. Now, this would be normally this would be a very dangerous situation for someone like me. I'm not very physically strong. However, I have backup.
They made a
And
mistake.
you've made a mistake. I came with friends. So he quickly orders them to surround the gift before dropping to the floor and having the skeletons repeatedly fire into the group. So, essentially mincing them with round after round after round.
So essentially the opening of RoboCop,
Pretty much.
just with more people.
More people dying, yes. He stands up and dusts himself off before turning to the other four.
Which are...
Did you see that? Because that was just them. Next line.
And... Hang on, just writing it down.
What should I do here? I think I'm just gonna make it easier on myself, and I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna hit one of them.
Oh. Wait, you're just gonna whack him?
Yep, I'm just gonna whack him.
Holy shit, the Necromancer's doing a melee attack!
I have a magical weapon, so.
You do.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
It just barely misses.
Ah, motherfucker.
Alright, so,
However, did I say I was done?
I don't believe you have, no.
Because I have a shield guardian.
You finally get to use it!
2 melee attacks.
Okie dokie.
Spellcasters.
He's gonna run in and try to sock one of them across the face.
Okay.
He's missing the first one. That's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically it's a 10 because this is +7 to hit. And the other one's a nat 1.
Okay, so unfortunately your shield guardian misses both strikes on one of the pirates. Even in their hurt state, they like a kung fu practitioner, they cartwheeled out of the way.
Okay, and finally Ranks is going to pull the shield guardian in front of him to use essentially as a shield.
Alright. Befitting its name.
And that's the end of his turn. So,
Okay.
What was that? 18 dead in one turn? Did somebody say 18 new minions when I get them back?
That's amazing. Although, you'll have to take into account that their skeletons may have also been rocked from all those shots.
Oh yeah, a pile of bones is vague. In fact, you don't have to have a full skeleton to make a
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Thanks. Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Virog. 4 pirates left. What doing?
Just those 4 near Rex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still raging, I imagine. So I'll go over there and give him a whack.
Okay.
Just like starting with whoever's closest.
Yeah, that will be the one who jumped away from the shield guardians. So they failed to realize that you're behind them.
Yep. Oh, I'll do a reckless attack too. I don't think I need it actually. That's a good roll, but I did it anyway.
Okay.
Oh, that's good thing I did it because my second roll's a nat 20.
Okay, how would you like to finally use your Vorpal Sword?
Just like, well, he jumped away, so I guess he'll just jump like straight into me, and I'll go off with his head, really.
Mm-hmm. and
Yep.
with a beautiful song emanated from your blade, sing. The Git's head flew clean off of its stump, and it falls over, completely dead. So there's only 3 pirates left.
An extra attack.
Okay. And you move on over to the next one. To your immediate left.
Yep. So that is a dirty 25 to hit.
Okay.
And okay, that's maths. 14, 17, and okay, 18 damage.
Okay. How would you like to cleave this guy's star?
Well, we're sort of like following along from chopping off a dude's head. I'll just sort of like how you just chain attacks together. I'll just sort of go in and go right in the chest on him, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get rid of them, no problem. Baku would probably stand off to the side chugging a beer just to piss her off.
You would.
Definitely.
No, I'm too busy hacking the spelljammers. I'm too busy hacking the spelljammer. It's like I'm gonna be doing this while everybody else fights. I don't need to be involved.
Yeah,
services.
I
Moon.
say I will hack. It's like I will hack through a cell phone while chugging a beer. It's like I'll be all watchdogs.
Yeah. Alright, so I think with that said, Baku, I think we're up to
myself with the
Huh?
with the other 2, so if they move away from me, I'll get an opportunity attack on them.
Right. Okay, so Baku, I think we're up to you again. Make another tinkering check.
I don't like that roll.
Just lucky it.
Lucky it. Lucky it. I can take that one. It's better than a nat 1. I'll tell you that for free.
Okay.
Better than a nat 1 is all I need. 21.
That'll succeed it. You managed to power off the drill. So you hear it as it powers down. But you notice that it's still active somehow. As well, for one thing, it didn't power down completely. You just turned off the main targeting system and the drill. So the last thing you need to do is hit the override. And seeing as you're this close, let's have you make another tinkering check.
Sure. 16.
A 16?
Yeah. My dice do not like me today.
Alright, so, as you... Okay, oh, you're gonna do lucky again?
No.
Oh. Okay, so, you notice, as you made the inputs, you look up at the monitor expecting something to happen. Not much does, and you just sort of scratch your head feathers in confusion. And, suddenly, the drill reactivated and quickened its pace. The earth begins to shake, and I would like for everyone to, make a quick, dexterity check.
Does that include the girls?
No. Just the guys.
Good.
And, you know what, just for fun, let's have... Huh?
Is that gonna be a dexterity saving throw, or just a check?
Saving throw.
Thing
And
I
we'll
can
have the
see,
we'll have the
or is
pirates do it
this-
too. Why not?
Oh my
Can we
god.
see this, or is this sort of unseeable? Just
You
wondering
know
my
what?
danger
No,
sense.
fuck that. Lucky. No, fuck that.
Yeah.
Lucky. I hate this. I can't fucking roll above a 7 at all today.
Oh, jeez.
I'm switching back to Tal dice. Fuck me.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What was that?
16.
16, okay. So, yeah, you make it. You make it.
Can any of my dice roll a high number, please? When I'm actually fucking rolling?
Low rolls
Does my
are never
danger
fun.
sense this or not?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Does my danger sense activate for this or not?
I would assume it would, yeah.
Yep.
Hang on, blue wants out.
Okay, that's
Bye-bye,
a better
honey.
roll.
Oh. And Trooper's in my
17.
room now. Yay, okay. What was that?
17.
17. Okay, yeah. You both make it. Okay. Rags, I think you need to make one too. A dexterity saving throw. Can Rags hear us?
He did.
I don't think he can hear us.
You could have stepped out.
Maybe. Okay, so the pirates, rolled a 15. Actually, one of them rolled a 15. What about the other one? Okay, 4. So, that pirate was just simply knocked prone, but because its health was so low, sort of like how, Dick Grayson, died in the Injustice timeline, there was a peculiar rock formation that he hit the nape of his neck on, and it was enough to kill him instantly. So yeah, there's only one pirate left.
You know what? I haven't been tossing my dice in the air before I roll them, so that's probably part of my problem.
Alright.
Because I normally do that.
Alright.
Okay. So how have you been?
Sorry, I got distracted by one of my cats.
Oh, good.
Oh, is it blue?
It was Trooper this time. He ran into my room, and I think he was about to make a hairball, so I had to, make him feel better. Alright. I think, Baku, seeing as you technically didn't make an action yet, we'll have you go ahead and, make one. There's only one pirate
the
left,
drill's
so...
going faster now, yeah?
Yes.
That's not good.
It's not good. It is the opposite of good. It is badong. So you must do the opposite of good. I mean, opposite of, evil. Gnobdab.
Anyway, so... yeah. Yeah, I figure it's gonna be easier to concentrate with this last pirate out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to... which weapon do I want to use?
What weapon indeed?
I have a lot of options.
You really
Let's
do.
You know what? We're gonna go for one of my new star cleavers.
Alright, so you activate them.
Just in case, I'm gonna be wielding 2 of them.
Alright.
I'm going to roll an attack. Oh, is anybody with? Actually, it doesn't matter because whoever would be within 5 feet would be my ally anyway. So, much better rolls. Does a 26 hit?
It more than hits. Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be. So those are 2d6, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where's my other d6? There we go. Plus my sneak attack. I'm gonna need some more d6s. I'm gonna need 3 more d6s there. Plus 7 psychic damage, and then 6 from my dexterity. So whatever I roll here, plus 13. Let's see here. 18 plus 13, that's 31.
Okay, so Baku, who is your favorite Jedi? Or Sith, it doesn't matter. Because you get to emulate them today.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Fuck yeah!
Is it gonna be complete with a hello there?
Yes! Yes!
All of the Obi-Wan memes. All of them.
And you know what? Bakuhatsu, you are a bold one. But, he didn't get to finish his sentence because, in a, flurry of motions, you, flourish your, Star Cleaver in your dominant hand while holding out, 2 feather finger things, with, the other, hand, while holding, the other Star Cleaver. And in only like 3 strikes, you parried a couple of his slashes, only to carve completely through the middle and bisect him. So, that's the end of those pirates.
Question.
Yeah?
These 23 that we fought, do they also have Star Cleavers?
They all did. So if Rags, turns them to a side, which he will, that means you basically have an army of Jedi on your side.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
Rax,
yeah.
how many are you going to be able to?
I can have up to 45 if I use all my 3rd and then one of my 5th spell slots.
Damn.
45
You
million.
want to do that?
Oh, of course.
I can just imagine you now, marching up to Tarumta's base and going, in the name of the Basigo Sea and the Republic.
My soldiers have something to say.
Okay. Forget the Star Wars reference then.
Oh, my Wamu! Shindu!
Nani?
Yeah, this is like Rags going return to sender.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Then Baku just walks into Tarumta like.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Actually, no. The better thing is like, hey, Toronto, I didn't know these were gifts.
Okay, so Baku, you have free reign to try again with the device.
Cool.
And you have advantage because no one's interrupting you.
Rags' theme is now the Imperial March.
Ooh, this is much better. That'll be a 30. Sorry,
Okay.
a dirty 30.
Okay, a dirty 30. Alright, doesn't matter because, the new DC, going from 19 to 22, has been completely overridden. Speaking of, you turned off the override, so, the drill ceases to function, and powers down with a... And that will be the end of your round. And Rags, you turn around to see your newfound army of undead Gith, all wielding star cleavers, and they turn their heads in your direction, awaiting your orders.
Awaiting orders, Camp Dooku.
Nah, Rags is definitely Vader.
As I said, my theme is now the Imperial March.
See, I just need 2 more arms and then I'll be Count Dooku. I have enough Star Cleavers.
Don't you mean General
Why are you
Grievous?
saying Dooku?
Yeah, Grievous.
General Grievous.
Yeah.
Grievous.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
But the
You
thing
can
is,
always, you can always build an extra set of arms to do that.
Don't give me ideas!
The robot.
Okay.
I like the robot.
It's
dude.
almost as if we know a master artificer who happens to be really buddy with the robot in the party.
Exactly.
Buddy.
So, yeah.
His brother.
Alright, so, looking to your army, and looking to the Kraken down below, Rags, you get an idea. An awful, terrible idea.
Oh. I wonder. Could I might be able to, actually. I'm going to cast Dominate Monster.
Dominate monster? Okay.
Okay. I need you to make a whiz save.
A wisdom save. Alright.
It gets advantage because my allies are fighting it.
Oh, what was that?
It gets advantage because my allies are fighting it.
Alright. Okay. Hang on. Let me roll again. Okay, so... It rolled a 15.
Guess what?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Oh,
Go on. Guess.
Nat 20?
I don't have to make a roll. It failed.
Oh.
Ooh.
Congratulations!
Now-
You have a Kraken in your payroll.
I have a telepathic link to the Kraken.
Nice.
Not only that, because of the telepathic link, you notice Tarumta in the Mindscape, and you see her right there, and she goes, "What is this?" Merlin, I
Oh,
presume.
Hello. So nice to see you. Get out.
And with just a sheer force of will, you butt her out of the Kraken's head. And even with this giant damaged thing, it backed up a little bit from Coldbreak, looking straight up at you, awaiting orders.
All right.
This is not the course of action I was expecting.
It's the one we
Um,
deserve.
Yo, Toronto be like, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. Baku and Rags, nah.
No.
Again, poetic
Thanks for
justice.
the presents, though.
Given what happened in the previous session.
Thanks for all of these gifts.
Thanks for all of the new members of the army.
I can't believe it. We possessed a fucking Kraken.
Oh, wonderful.
Is Baku going to get robotic extra arm wings? That is the question.
I'm going to.
Rax and Tarumta, get the fuck out.
I'm going to cast Fly on myself,
Okay.
V-Rogue, and Baku because not doing it would just waste the 5th level. Not giving them flight would waste the 5th level slot.
I'm going to assume, by the way, that Riona, Cass, and I are just kind of dumbfounded. What's happening?
Yeah.
And I'm going to fly down to the Kraken to
All right.
try and soothe it after the fight.
All right. You make your way towards it. It's a bit of a flight, but
Yeah.
you manage to get up just to its snout. It flares and open and closed slowly.
I put one hand on the beak and then wave to the others on the ship.
Sneer
Baku's
sees
going to
you.
Fly down well
Yeah.
with his new arsenal of fucking laser swords.
Sneer and Scala all look up to you, and they look to their brothers and sisters and go, 3 cheers for our captains! And you hear an eruption of cheers.
Dana, you can fly down too. You do have flight.
Her immediate reaction is just.
Yes.
I'm gonna fly over to the ship to give an explanation of what happened.
I think we gotta heal now.
It would
Just
be
sort
nice.
of Supermaning around.
Yeah.
Look, no real reason, just doing it.
I'm running fairly low on magic after pulling off everything I've done so far.
Listen, I can do some. Don't worry
I
about
would
it.
like some help healing our new friend.
He kind of smirks a little, looking up towards basically where he would presume Tarumta would be. Barely had to do anything, bitch.
Oh,
Okay.
and as a display to the others, I'm gonna call my minions the whole squadron of new undead, the 43 undead.
It's like, yeah, meanwhile, it's like, Cass, she's watching, like, Rags and Baku just, like, cackling, crackling like children. It's like, the boys are having too much fun.
Suddenly, I think it might have been a good thing that we did this. But you wanna help the Kraken heal while I help everyone else heal?
I suppose.
Listen,
Okay.
I can help people heal. It's fine.
Okay.
Rags is gonna call to the clerics in the army and call for their help with the Kraken as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They rush to your aid. Not only that, they put in the work to the point where they searched for the fallen tentacles and they actually swim them back up, put them in the areas where Riona and Cass and Lele severed them, and helped mend them back together. It took an hour or so to do, but the Kraken while scarred, is essentially good as new.
Did anybody other than Castiel or Lele, or did anybody other than the Kraken take damage on our side?
Tiniest bit.
I think most of us only took like 22 or so damage.
Rihanna actually took the most damage today.
Yeah.
Rihanna, how much did you take?
Yeah.
I'm currently at 153 out of 208.
Hey, you know what? Fuck that. I am going to channel divinity, and I am going to preserve life. Let's see. Restore HP equal to 5 times the cleric level, and divide HP. So that
You're
5 times 15.
So that is, I think
That is 75. I've got 75 HP amongst people. Who wants them?
me.
I used my lay on hands on myself to recover the 12 that I lost. So I'm good.
Still have lost.
Adds
12.
nothing.
Yeah,
attached
okay.
as usual.
Numa actually pops up in your head and says, "Not a bad first use of lay on hands."
I still have 8 points of lay on hands if anybody wants it.
First off,
Okay, so I'm trying to think.
Lele
yeah.
nudges over to her and Riona, considering the damage they took from the Kraken battle.
All right, so I'm trying to think. Okay, so I got 75 hit points. Lele, how much health do you want?
20. So that gives 55 to
55 to Riona. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
I only need 55 to be at full health again.
Well, there
Yay!
you go. It all pans out.
Can anybody use this 8?
Yes.
Okay. I can use 2. I can use 2 points.
Yes.
I'll give you 2 of my 8, so that leaves me with 6 lay on hands left.
You could use those extra lay on hands on Virog.
Yeah.
All right, Virog, take these 6.
Thank you.
Are you still below max?
Yes.
So is Cass.
How far below?
6.
You're still 6 below max. Okay.
Yep.
I got a level 1 cure wounds for you.
I don't
It
need
still
it. I've
happens
still
with
got
Bobby.
100. I've still got 198. So.
No. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Fair.
By the way, I'm also gonna.
Go ahead and put yourself back up to full health. Cass, how many hit
No,
points are you
no,
missing?
I'm. Lele wants to actually use the cure wounds on to help Cass.
Okay, yeah, because I lost 29 hit points
Yeah. So
in that Kraken battle. I think I took the most damage out of all of you.
Yeah, I started with level 1, so I rolled an 8, adding my spellcasting modifier, that's 13 points.
All right, 13.
Now
Okay.
She goes to cast it again, this time at level 2. Okay, so 5 plus. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly 16. I rolled a 4 and a 7.
Well, there we go.
So we've used like a channel divinity, 2 level 1 spell slots, a level 2 spell slots, and 20 points of lay on hands together, and the whole party is healed.
All in a day's work. Ding.
Drop the shit.
Alright, so, Dora comes out of the hole and, says, "Okay, that was intense, but now we have another problem. We need to bust Fira out of jail."
I think I may have a plan for that.
Oh, you and me both, Baku. You and me both.
Dora
Oh, no,
just
you're
sidles over to Riona.
Oh no, you're gonna stick a Kraken on the king.
Dora just sidles over to Riona and says,
No.
No.
There's no need to handle this with violence.
I
We
had
do
no
this the
intention of
Baku
using the
way.
Kraken. He's terrified.
There's no reason to resort to violence here.
I mean, I didn't.
We do this.
I wasn't thinking violence. I was more so thinking depose the king, take over the country.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's what I thought.
I mean, after all, a writ of transfer of power isn't exactly that hard to write, and all we need is a signature.
And you know how to forge it.
We must be careful, though. We could have been given a false signature. He is a shady individual.
Yes, but he's also prideful.
That much is for certain. She looks up to Ra. Ra, what do you suggest we do? Deal with the false king. When I am ready, I will instruct you on your next task. And he turns to you, Rags. And
Amazing.
yeah. Onion-san, yeah. Ra turns to you, Rags, and says, Rags, can you take me to the island known as... hang on, I need to jog my memory. As Tamalu.
That island doesn't exist.
That much is certain. But a place of refuge would do well for my wounds.
I'm fairly sure the Kraken knows the way, being the Lord of the Seas and all. Do you know the way, my friend?
The Kraken, rumbles audibly. It's not, a painfully loud sound, but it's sort of like how, it's sort of like a gentle, growl, to indicate, placidity and understanding.
Right. You should be able to follow the Kraken. Take the Kuatoa with you.
It will be done. And
My friend,
coming from the wall,
I will
yep.
see you when I come home.
The Kraken again nods, and it was just, it's just from, it's just then that from the water, you both, you hear two versions of, "Ah!"
That's good. Just brother.
But also, Lele wants to whisper to Rags and Baku. Hey, when you transfer power, can I be the one? Can it be to me?
Make a persuasion check.
Would you mind?
Lele, make a persuasion check.
It wouldn't be the first time you were in charge of a country.
No.
What do you think, Baku?
What'd you roll on the persuasion check?
I rolled up. What's my persuasion? Let me actually check.
It should be on your sheet. Just remember that.
I know. Okay, so that's a 24.
All right.
I realize my persuasion is a 10.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? That actually does seem like a good idea. And if you do end up needing any assistance with the day-to-day matters, I'll be around.
And as for the army, well, I'm already here.
Noted.
Well, Your Highness, shall we go and secure a kingdom?
Please.
Okay. Although I'm still worried about Fira.
Fira Fira is the first option. We take care of her first.
Alright, but I saw a little bit of the infirmary they were about to send me to, and, it's heavily guarded. We'll have to sneak our way in.
We don't necessarily need to do that.
No?
You do realize we're about to take control of the military, yeah? Of the country, of the prisons.
That much is true. Although, I don't mean to be a stickler for details, but, Fira was actually on her way to see all of you when she learned about something. It's just, the king grabbed her when, he found out that she was with us.
Oh, wonderful. More reason to turn him into a pig.
That's not the word I'd choose. I would say utter scum.
No, I want to literally turn him into a
No,
pig.
he means literal pig. He means literally turn him into a pig.
Dora nods slowly and goes, "Oh."
If he wants to act like one, he can be one. Until, of course, he becomes someone's lunch.
Apollo says, while riding up next to you, "Well, that's one adventure out of the way. So what's the game plan?"
We have two ways to handle the Fira situation. Either we sneak in, or we use Baku's forgery. The forgery will take a while to make, and give us all the time we need to rest up.
You know, I say we go for the forgery. Give the king a little bit of false sense of security.
You're right. Fira's a tough woman. I'm sure she'll be fine. Bored, but fine.
Everyone, we need some rest.
Alright.
Right, and I will get right to work on the forgery. Well, we're getting a little bit of a catnap.
I suppose maybe now.
I'm standing
might be a
right here,
good-
amigo.
And I suppose now might be a good time to drop off the next gem.
Yes.
Sneer actually makes his way on board and says, "Don't worry, I've got it. I've got that right now." And he holds out his hand.
All right. So with that, I will hand over. I will bring him the. Oh yeah. I will bring him the teardrop of water.
And he takes it and says, remarkable. And he looks over to his sister while climbing down and says, "Oi, make sure that our siblings gets this all nice and locked up, eh?" And she says, "Of course." And she...
Hold on. Cassiel, don't you have to be the one to open the safe anyway?
She does.
"Yes, so come with us, darling."
All right then. So off I go.
Okay,
They
so
should
you
be able
ride
to
with
get you
them.
back by tomorrow. Some
We
of them
will,
should
don't
be
worry.
To open the portal.
Yeah. Alright, so, you all have your rest, and, you all heal up and rest up.
So we all regain our spell slots and whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. We didn't even need to recover, but whatever.
I did.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of spells,
and all my lucky.
yeah.
I used a lot of spells. Okay.
Yeah, in terms of everything else, yeah. The rest was definitely much appreciated.
And the Kraken needed it, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Actually,
Kraken
does
needed
the
a
Kraken
big
have a
one.
name?
I was thinking I'd leave that up to you for this one.
Ooh.
Onion.
Do not call the Kraken Onion.
That is the one restriction.
That's such an out there name, though.
Bob?
There's always room for a
Try
boss.
to make it something befitting for one of the largest creatures we have ever encountered so far.
Boy.
You know, a literal legendary creature.
Yeah, something regal, something powerful.
Astrolocos.
Artillery?
That's Astrolocus, not Astrolocos.
I realized that it sounded stupid to say locos, so I changed it.
Yeah. So
In fact,
Astrolocus.
let me change it again. Because Astrolocus.
I like that one.
Sounds better.
Astrolocus.
Yeah.
So Astrolocus versus
the Kraken.
Octillery.
I think Astrolocus. I'm not much of a Pokemon name user. Sorry, TP.
No, it's fine.
Everyone in favor of Astrolocus?
Oh,
I was suggesting it as a joke, anyways.
Okay.
It'd really be more of a Tentacruel anyway.
Probably.
Well, the giant tentacruel anyway.
Yeah.
Do we even have do we even have an appropriate Kraken Pokemon?
I don't think we do. No.
Yeah, Tentacruel.
I mean, Tentacruel's the closest,
That's a
but
jellyfish, dickhead.
it's more of a jellyfish, evoking the look of a Kraken. And you're probably just thinking about that episode, this particular episode again. But
Oh, what's it
yeah.
called? Flopsy Turvy one. Oh.
Oh, Malamar!
No, that's,
Malamar!
Yeah.
Malamar. Granted, that's Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
Cthulhu.
Yeah, but it's close.
The
Close.
Cthulhu
Astrolocus.
Pokemon.
The Kraken.
I swear about Malamar's cry, though, I keep thinking, oh, wee-oh. Oh, wee-oh. Every time it...
I will say though, I do approve of when SGB nicknamed their shiny Gyarados Skullkraken.
You know, Skullcrack would actually be, well, a more on-the-nose name, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, Skullkraken sounds like a Mega Man boss, says Thomas.
Alright, so, I think with all that said, you all wake up the next day, refreshed, and, you sail your way, back to port. You're welcomed in by, the lady in the port, and, while the town is crawling with guards, that doesn't matter to you, Baku, because you're going in with a plan.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave my minions on the ship, just so we don't draw much attention to ourselves. And I'm gonna follow along with Baku's plan.
Alright.
Do I go too?
No, does everyone else follow? Dora definitely follows because, you know, Fira's her friend, so she's obviously concerned about her.
And Baku has the forged document on him.
Alright.
Am I with them or am I still?
I'm gonna assume...
them.
Oh, right, you were gonna go with, Sneer and Scala.
Yeah, to deliver the gem.
Just before everyone left, Layla, you make a portal for, the three of them to step through. And,
So that costs one of my You know what? No, I'm just gonna use five of my how many points to recover a spell slot? Let me check my
What level spell slot is it?
Yeah, no, I had to take away 7
Well,
sorcery points. I'm taking 7 sorcery points to give myself to recover the fifth level spell slot that I use for the teleportation circle. So, don't worry.
Okay, so regardless, you throw open a portal for the three of them, and Castiel, you walk with them to the safe, and you bring the orb inside, lock it up, as you would, and Lily, you would keep the portal open just long enough for Castiel to make a return trip. And with that in mind, Baku, you lead the way to the nearest guards you can find. They turn in your direction and they point their spears at you and go, "Halt! There you are, you son of a..." But
Son of a what now? I swear, that is... Yeah, I would be son of a bird now, wouldn't I? Although
I hope so.
I don't think that's the most appropriate way for you to be talking to one of your new queen's friends.
what are you talking about?
He pulls out the writ. It's like, seems that the man who's supposedly paying you has failed to mention a few things about what's really going on here.
Is that the case? Well, name them then.
This writ that he signs transfers power over the kingdom from himself to one Miss Lele.
And it was then they turn in your direction, Lele, and they sort of look at each other in confusion and whisper, like, "I didn't even know that she had even such jurisdictions." Well, I mean, if it's in the papers, then they look back to you and say, "Is this true?"
She nods.
As true as the sun shines.
Lele, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. That's honestly kind of perfect. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh yeah. They buy it immediately. Looking towards you, looking at each other and then back to you. They go, "Well, we would be happy to serve you. Sorry for any trouble we might have caused."
She raises her hands like, "It's okay. You just..."
So, what can we do you for? There must be something we can do. I mean, you saved our town from a Kraken of all things, which is Kraken impressive.
Rags chuckles to himself a little bit.
That one wasn't intended.
No, it's oh no. What? Let me just ask my advisor. She turns to Raz.
Certainly.
What do you think?
Well, for one, we could have them release our friend from the cells.
Oh yes. He looks through his papers. One Fira Stoutheart?
Yeah.
She clicks.
Free her.
She clicks her fingers like, "That's the one."
All right. We'll wait right here. We'll get her right out for you. And it takes them about a good 10 minutes walking to the infirmary and back out. When freed from her bonds,
Rather than Baku.
Do what?
Huh?
I didn't under...
Rag turns to Lele. I'm surprised you would consider me to be your advisor rather than Baku. I'm more of a general than anything else. I'll be right back.
I'll think about roles more later. You and Baku can both be my advisors.
Yeah, I was about to say, it doesn't really stop both of us from being an advisor. I do have experience in the field, so to speak.
As you have this conversation, rolling up to you, free from her bonds, is none other than a sprightly little halfling saying, "Do my own two eyes deceive me? It's the Sovereign Six!" And, she, rushes up to you with her arms wide open. "Come here, you lot!" And, gives you all a hug.
Lele opens her arms too.
You're not hurt, are you?
Oh, no, certainly not. I mean, my wrists are a little, well, chafed from the fact that I'm wearing gloves and, restrained. It's very unimportant things. As it happens, I have a few choice words with the king myself, if you happen to be of the same opinion as I am.
I believe you mean ex-king.
She looks to your documents and mouths, "You son of a bitch."
Lele herself mouths, "You're welcome."
Anyway, before I tell you vital information, he has something in mind. So, shall we pop in to see him?
Let's.
Oh, certainly.
Wonderful.
Excellent. She has this devious grin on her face. Something that you didn't really take from her up until now. And she says, "We're gonna wreck his fucking day."
Oh, absolutely. And the look
See-
on his face.
See, Baku knows she's a salesperson. She's a businesswoman. He knows how devious she can be. He's not fooled in the least.
So, she looks to you, Lele, and says, "Well, Lady Lele, care to show us the door?"
Certainly. So, they just all make their way to the king's room, don't they?
Absolutely, yes.
Incredible.
We mean the Queen's throne.
Good point.
You do
Was
make
she-
an
was
excellent
she-
queen,
uh,
yes.
Yeah.
That
Alright.
man holds no power here. Do not forget that.
So, Lele, you open the doors where, the guards that, stood attention, in front of, Ludwig, all point their spears at you. Obviously, they're, one of the only, loyal, soldiers in his ranks right now. And, Ludwig, holds up his hand, says, No. Allow me. Stand down, soldiers." And as soon as he makes his way down, he, begins to berate you, saying, You're in a lot of trouble, you vile miscreants. You deliberately ignored my instructions, and blatantly... And he barely had time to react as this little halfling woman walks up to him and says, "Stoutheart, what are you doing?" As she gives him a good kick in the family jewels. He doubles over in pain, grabbing them and squealing, to himself, like, taking back what's mine. And she makes her way over to a safe, which isn't very far. Like, it's behind his throne room. It's very impossible to miss. And he's, "Wait, that's my safe? You can't just barge in here and..." Baku dear, come and help me crack open the safe.
Oh yes, certainly.
It isn't yours anymore.
What are you fucking talking about?
None of this is yours. Your Majesty, would you like to sit on your throne?
Certainly.
Completely dumbfounded, with seeing a safe getting, opened up, and Fira rummaging through it to get her fighting knives back, and then now Lele just walking up to the throne and sitting perfectly on it. It's actually, perfectly adjusted to your size. And you look fucking regal while you're sitting on it. He says, what the devil is the meaning of this?
Riona just Riona just puts her Riona puts her blade to his neck. You're going to watch this.
We should probably tell him.
Tell me
Yeah,
what?
Did you forget about this? You were pretty sloshed, my friend.
I only did what the Knights of Gloam wanted me to do. Like, none of this would have been possible without them.
Oh, so you're working with the sons of bitches who will
Yes,
destroy the
I
world.
was.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You
Yes,
must-
oh.
You must understand, it was for
So
my
you're
people's
working-
survival.
So wait. You were working with the people who decided to sick a Kraken on this very port town.
What?
Along with an army to try to destroy everything on this fucking island.
What?
So
No,
you
no.
have no intention of following the best interests of people. Oh, it's no wonder you were so willing to sign this. Must have been guilt, eh?
No, she raises her hand. Lele raises her hand. Baku, let me speak. She looks at what's his name again?
Ludwig Grimgrip.
Ludwig, whatever.
It's Ludwig.
It's treason then. That's it.
Perfect.
Sounds like treason to me.
Oh, and do you know what we do with traitors?
You... On the look on his face, you can tell that he pretty much shat his pants.
We feed them to the Kraken.
What? No. Please, you can't do this to me. And Fira kicks him in the dick again and says, when I kick a man in the dick, I expect that man to stay down.
Oh, you make a mistake, Grimgrip. I can do this. I'm gonna grab him by the hair.
Okay. He's got pretty long hair. It's, pretty easy to grab.
And then I'm taking his crown off of him.
Alright, he just sort of, flaps for it.
Throw the
I turn to
crown
one of the
away.
guards and say, "Would you be a gentleman and hand this to your queen?"
But of course.
Actually, hold on. Am I able to do so? Because I imagine that safe is like full of his money.
Yeah, sure.
I want
Well,
to add.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation
It's way
check.
less money now.
Okay.
Can I also make an investigation check? 'Cause
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty good at them.
So,
Now, while holding Grimgrip up by his hair,
So that is an 18.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let Riona have it. I had a 13. I was tempted to lucky, but
All right.
It's alright.
So yeah, I look in there. I do see like all his money is in fact there.
Alright,
The
so...
money is money.
Okay, so you find several lots of rubies, about 20 rubies. You also find a couple flasks of alchemist's fire, about 5 flasks. You also find a couple ball bearings, a bag of 1,000.
I'll be taking the.
You
no,
also
I'm kidding. I'm
find
going to enrich
4 goblets with jewels already inserted into them. So perfect for Hero's Feast.
Well, you see, here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen actually. So, Riona like sets aside like all of like the valuable treasure things. She cuts a giant hole in the wall with her sword.
And Ludwig completely freaks out. That is perfect marble!
And then
Oh,
she
so
finishes
I
it off.
think-
So she
so-
Yeah,
she
go ahead,
finishes
let it finish.
off. Yeah, she finishes things off by casting whirlwind and sending all the money out to the people of the kingdom.
Oh, it stretches across all the way to Melberg, actually. And, several of the refugees, Dora actually runs out and says, "Everyone, come look at this!" And, for those interested, you all see, several of the townspeople grabbing for the money, sharing it amongst themselves, even. And you see plenty of them, like, weeping happily, that from this moment on, their lives are about to change.
Look at that. I've been queen for a minute and the people love me.
Okay.
The only queen you're going to be a part of is Queen of the Grave!
I'm gonna name in the gut for that.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I have
It
my
would
own.
do
I
you
have my own.
well to treat her with the respect she deserves.
So how do you like that, false king? Looks like you finally ate off this kingdom after all.
You come into my house and make
This is
all
your
these
house.
demands, knowing
This
that
is
my
your house.
masters are listening in?
They can listen all they want.
Actually, Riona walks up to him, and she gonna give him Batosai glare.
Oh snap!
He's already freaking out, and he looks to you, Baku, for like in a desperate attempt, and says, "Do you want to know why Captain Jason hated you?"
Because he knew Baku was a better pirate and always was.
He knew his parents. I ordered him to kill them.
Oh, well, Baku. Perhaps instead of me doing this, would you like to be the one to handle the previous monarch? He seems to be wearing a lot of gold, and it's fairly conductive.
We could always just take it off. I mean,
No,
just
no.
because.
The point is, because he's wearing gold, he can't escape it. Rags is going to practically throw him across the floor to Baku.
Ah! Ooh!
He's just down on the ground at Baku's feet. Baku looks down at it and it's like, so, that's an interesting development.
Hold on.
So why did you tell me that just now? Did you think it was going to get you mercy?
I am telling you,
Will be repaid in kind, Baku?
I gained my empire because we are both survivors. I am not the villain of this story.
No, but you're. No. She looks out the newly added window. You're the villain of theirs, though.
You're not. He just looks down and is like, no. You're not the villain of this story. No. Because you're taking orders from the actual. You're just a secondary little pawn.
Wouldn't the term peon be more apt because he did
Peon
everything
would be
he was
pretty good.
told, like
But-
a dog.
But you know, you did what you had to do to survive. And I did what I had to do to survive. Difference being,
that when it became about thriving instead of simply survival, I took a route where I stopped hurting people. I know exactly the way that you need to be punished.
She whispers. Lily goes up to Rags and whispers something in his ear. For the execution. I already DM'd the DM what I want to do.
Mhm.
Would you DM? Could you tell Baku or in DMs?
Hang on.
I'm going to tell I'm going to tell you and the DM what I want to do, and see how we're lining up.
This could be very interesting, couldn't it?
All right. So, you...
Yeah?
All right. Do you want me to play out the scene?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Baku, you grab Grim Grip on the back of his shirt, and you lead everyone out of the castle, and you ride out into the sea on none other than the Eastern Manta, where everyone in Rourke's crew, Zenith, the Goblin most especially, all eyes are on Ludwig as, with his arms bound, he looked behind him as he walked the plank, and Lele, you...
Perhaps if I stirred up some sharks.
Actually, there were sharks to start with, but they quickly dispersed when a familiar giant maw begins to gape open. And, just to make sure that he's kept on the path, Lele, you motion your shillelagh'd quarterstaff around his general jewels, and he quickens his pace a little bit, but there's still some hesitation. He's being jeered constantly, being called things like murderer, despot, thief, pig.
I think murderer is pretty apt from Baku's point of view.
I imagine Rags is just hovering at the end of the plank, just a bit far out, just to watch the look in the king's eyes as he walks down it.
And of all your allies, you didn't expect to have this kind of reaction. Dora and Fira, some of the nicest people you've come across on your journey, look upon Ludwig with utter contempt and not disappointment, but coldness.
Laylee again motions her hand up, and asks everyone to be quiet. Look, I all know you want him to you want to call him all these nasty names, and fittingly so. Here's my favorite one though. Dinner. Emotions to be pushed off.
What would you like to do?
But I would like Baku to. I would like to list his crimes.
Go ahead.
All right.
Ludwig Grimgrip. For the crimes of high treason against Mighthold. For conspiracy of the murder of the Blackfoot clan. For conspiracy against the entire Pasigo Sea. You are hereby sentenced to walk the plank and face the Kraken.
Ludwig has no words as he turns around and quite literally stares his death straight in the face.
Oh, and one more thing on a personal level.
He turns around.
Send Captain Jason my regards.
And Rourke.
No, Rourke isn't in hell. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No, wait, no. And while you're
Wrong, wrong
wait,
timing.
Rourke.
Okay, so
That's what I meant.
yeah, nah, don't worry. So
Rags curls a finger over and over. Come, little king. He's hungry.
Ludwig is totally frozen, humiliated, and in only one sentence he says, "For the glory of Tarumta," and just hurls himself into the Kraken's maw.
If you want,
He's already in. The beast jaws clank shut, and it submerges into the water. Bubbles begin to ebb in and out until finally dissipating. And cheers all across the ship could be heard. And it was then that, Baku, you see Zenith approaching you, and with a half-hearted smile, he offers you a bottle of rum. So, shall we, head to Rorik's Hill and give him a proper sending off?
Yes.
Does everyone follow?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm not. Lele's not much of a drinker, but you know.
Yes, but I would like to at least be there to perform the burial rites.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Dora as well.
Because she is queen now, she can legally rename the place.
Yeah, you can, actually.
Just think it. It's not even just Queen Lele. It's Goddess Queen Lele.
Yeah.
Queen of the goddesses.
It's like,
Or goddess of the
it's like-
queens.
yeah, I mean, it's like,
Pharaoh.
yeah, man, you got a fucking goddess on the throne.
So, I think we found Lele's title.
Yep, the goddess queen.
Alright, so, with Rorik's body, buried with all manners of customs, you see a makeshift podium which, Zenith was standing on, and he says, "Today, we lost a great voyager, a great captain, a great friend. Rorik was many incredible things, but if there's one thing he was not, it was a coward. He gazed out to the open sea with naught but a smile on his face, knowing she's his true love, knowing she's freedom. He swore by the pirate's oath. If he changed his word, he would have slit his own throat. If he was still here with us, I think he'd be mighty proud of where we'll be in his stead. Boko Hunter Blackfoot here would like to exchange a few words. Baku? And he gestures you to come up and stand in his place.
So I go up to the podium. Is this the point where we do it?
You know, I'd say so.
I think it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Do it.
Rourke was basically like a brother to me. And if there's one thing a brother knows about another brother, he'll look at what we've done and where we are now, and he can look down with a smile on his face, knowing that we embrace our freedom, however it may come. I don't think there are a whole lot of words that I can say in order to really convey the feeling. So I think I can only do what he would do now. Celebrate the life we've still got. Celebrate what's to come. And if I can get a cut to the music, please.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Trying to find it. Here it is. Damn it, music bot. Okay,
Yeah,
here we
this
go.
is a real fitting song for Rourke's funeral.
Give it time. Give it time.
Here we go.
Oh no, I don't need the song playing. I'm going to sing it.
Oh yeah, oops.
I don't need the song playing.
Boop, boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
yeah, I don't need the song playing.
Alright.
Fortune, fortune, smiling fay. Haven't seen you much of late. Need you now and cannot wait. But when I look, you're not around. Never mind what we do. Night's still good for grammar too. I'll be drinking late with you till the morning comes around. Yeah, I must be good for something. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sinners, come down, come gather round. Oh, sinners, come down, yeah. Dancing on cold beat, marching on cobble streets. Oh, sinners, come down, yeah. Yeah, I must be good for something. Yeah, yeah. Down and out of luck. We're spitting, but the needle's stuck. Let's go and have some fun before they go and put us in the ground. Lying, sitting solemn lines, drinking gin and dropping lines. Wasting, beating this heart of mine till the morning comes around. Yeah, I must be good for something. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sinners, come down, come gather round. Oh, sinners, come down, yeah. Dancing on cold feet, marching on cobble streets. Oh, sinners, come down, yeah. Yeah, I must be good for something, yeah, yeah. sinners, come down, come gather round. Have a little fun before they put us in the ground. Yeah. Dancing on cold feet, marching on cobble streets. All sinners come down. Yeah. Yeah. I must be good for something. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that deserves a round of applause. You see Fira wiping away a tear as everyone embraces the moment.
Baku, that was beautiful. I had no idea you could sing.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you never made an attempt to before, so.
Happy music.
I think there's a little cause for celebration in the tavern.
Here's to the Eastern Manta, Rorik, Bakuhatsu Blackfoot, and the new queen, Lele.
Oh, you're making me blush.
May our lives be full of adventure, and may we never look back. Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Cling cling.
Cheers.
Riona just simply gives a smirk and then just raises her glass.
At this point, what was the name of the goblin? Because I'm gonna approach
Zenith.
him with an offer. Zenith. I'm gonna approach Zenith with an offer.
Oh, Master Rags. What can I do you for?
Rorik is gone. This means the Manta is without a captain.
Yeah, that much is true.
Baku isn't a pirate anymore, and thus cannot properly be your captain.
Yeah.
Unless
Unless?
you could swear your fealty to the Queen, and rather than being pirates, become privateers, working for an actual pay rather than having to steal to survive.
Well, it would certainly make life less dangerous, that's for certain.
You would have a port you could call your home, a place to go back when you are injured.
He thinks for a moment. You know, I've lived out in sea for as long as I was a lad. And to call anything but the sea my home, it would take a lot of adjusting, but we pirates are adaptable. I think we can settle with this.
I'll have Baku draw up a contract.
Well,
After the celebration.
of course. Just know that he has my signature written right there.
The thing is, he probably does.
Yeah.
So, at this point, I think Rags is going to leave
Leave?
and go to the castle.
Alright. So you make your way there.
I'm gonna call my minions,
Okay.
and let's just say we're going to make some sweeping changes
All
to
right.
the interior of the car.
You do tell your new queen,
Of course.
right?
The idea is he's gone to go take down any pictures of Grim Grip and replace them with pictures of Lele. As
We're getting rid of Donald Trump. That's what
Exactly.
Exactly.
Naturally.
We're getting rid of Donald the Dwarf Trump.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired. Thank you.
You're fired.
But
You're fired.
I gladly approve of that. I also ask in the meantime if there's to look for any I guess anything useful, like any extra money that could be laying around, or any magical
Given that it was in the safe,
just in case,
there's close to, I'd say, a billion gold in there.
I mean, Rags is also going to be looking for any secret compartments hidden in the walls, secret passageways.
Yeah.
With a quick investigation check, I can give you an exact number.
Oh dear, that's a bad roll. That's actually a really bad roll. That's 9. I'm not using that dice again.
All right.
You're fired.
Nah.
Would anyone else like to give it a shot?
You know what?
I
It's
can.
fine now, so I'm gonna.
Oh, Rihanna can. Yeah. Let's give Rihanna a turn.
Okay, fine.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, seeing Rags trying to find secret compartments, he came up a little short, but you notice that he actually, for the first time in his life, overlooked something, and by dusting off the wall, you notice that its painting is chipping. So using your sword to shave it away, you see a sort of mechanism that requires 3 fingers to be pushed in. So you do that and release it, and inside you find pouches of 10,000 more gold.
Any pouches.
Okay.
About 5.
All right. So
You guys are never going broke again.
Wonderful.
So, 10,000 gold for each of us? And Lele has access to the...
Yep.
For
Well,
5
for
of
5
us,
of
and
you.
Lele has access to the billion?
Yeah.
I'd say that's fair.
I mean, I don't know if I want to use all the billion, but like.
I mean, you could donate that money to charity.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
probably,
like, I was about to say, you just like...
I
just
could
burst
take.
the front.
I
Yeah,
could
do
take-
something billionaires never do.
Here's the the thing is, I could literally take 0.1%. I would still have 1 million gold, and I would never run out for the remainder of the campaign.
So yeah,
No,
I
like-
think it's a fair trade-off.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 1 million. I'm gonna take 1 million.
Which, mind
It's
you,
so-
is
it's so-
100,000 flat.
Oh yeah, I could transfer. That's 100. Yeah, that is 100,000 play. So I can probably. I'm gonna convert that to platinum. Is that okay?
You know what? I don't see why not.
Only
And
problem
everyone
is that
else gets
apparently
it?
that's a lot of weight, and I know I can't.
I mean, we don't use the weight encumbrance
We're not
rule
really
anyway,
using
so
weight.
All right.
I mean, if
okay.
we were using
You can
weight,
carry as
Rags
much as
wouldn't
you fucking
carry all the
want.
crap that he gets on him. Rags would be able to carry all of Rex's parts, which he has in the bag of holding.
and he's fucking huge.
We do want to keep at least some for the economy, because you know
Yeah.
you want to
Right.
make sure that like.
I think we can. I think a good start is the 999 million. I think that's a good start.
It's a good start.
Yeah. I do want to give. She does. She did see all the people happy, so she does want to at least give back a little.
Yeah.
So-
Plus, considering the refugees are still
Hey,
there, I'm
nothing
certain they
jumpstart
wouldn't
the
mind.
economy like a good old-fashioned stimulus.
Even we
Please
can
give us
lie.
stimulus.
Man,
Only Lele's giving more than just 600.
You know, it could be enough. No, not even could be. It will be enough to completely remake Meldberg from the ground up.
The ABODE, ladies and gentlemen, even we have political commentary.
Yep.
We've ousted Trump and given out millions of dollars in stimulus.
okay.
I can't. So this
Okay,
is what.
so-
So this is what would happen if Bernie Sanders won the election.
At least of the
Bernie
900
Sanders more like it, but Tish.
of the remaining 999 million, she wants to spend at least 100 million, either giving to the island inhabitants or to remake towns from the ground up so that they could be better.
Yeah, okay. So, there's actually plenty of magical items that are inside, the safe. Something that may interest you in particular, Virog.
Whoop.
Inside, you find a belt of fire giant strength.
Oh!
Lele tosses it to V-Rog. Just
Was that
Better
a belt
than
of
Killjoy.
fire type, right?
Yeah, so your strength goes from 21 to 25.
Oh god!
You don't even need the champion's belt anymore, or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Rags, you wanted this belt, didn't you? The Hill
Oh,
Giant
yeah.
one.
Wait, who?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you trade your previous one, which I believe it was a hill giant strength belt.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, Rags, you go from an 8 to a 21. How does that feel?
Riona,
Absolutely thrilling.
you find. Give me a second.
I'm assuming that whatever you find, it really.
You
is what
find
I
some gauntlets of ogre power. Although, here's the thing. While normally it says your strength score is 19 while you wear these gauntlets, for you, it increases your strength by, 3 extra points.
So, I like this attack of 21.
Yeah.
Suddenly, my
okay,
22 dex is very unimpressive.
Yeah, meanwhile, like Riona
after
just
putting-
Riona puts the gloves on and like she actually clenches her fist, and for a moment, she's actually like stunned for a second, as if she's actually feeling herself growing stronger just wearing them.
Yeah. As for you, Lele. Oh yes, we're not done. I bequeath to you oh man,
If you want to go with someone else first, you can. Lele's literally just throwing things to people in hopes that they like it.
oh, I have something for you. There is a tome of leadership and influence for you.
Tome of same word.
Yeah, tome of leadership and influence.
Okay.
Hey, you know
Tome of-
that thing I did with my
Charisma
dex?
upping book.
Okay, so this book contains a guideline. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days, or if you're studying the book's your charisma. Oh,
It's essentially the same thing that Baku and I got for our main stats,
Yeah.
but for charisma.
Oh, so I'm keeping this just in case. So I read it on the Roll20.net site. This book contains guidelines for influencing and charming others, and words are charged with magic. If you spend 40 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents and practicing its guidelines, your charisma score increases by 2, as does your maximum score. The man then loses his magic, but regains it in a century.
Meaning...
So I'm gonna keep...
And I still have, and if I'm somehow still alive when the century goes up for the Dex book, guess what?
Hey, no, actually,
Again.
speaking of, Lele canonically can live up to like 750. She basically gets like I don't know, 6 more uses out of it afterwards.
Hey, Warforged have no canonical like time they expire. I'm quite possibly immortal. Like immortal for aging. So
This is just
Undyne suplexes a huge boulder just because she can.
Yes.
okay. So basically over the next week, I'm just gonna the plot twist is that the king just wanted the book and the previous king wanted the book and just never knew how to do it, so he never used.
He was illiterate.
he never learned how to read.
Yeah, he never learned how to read. He got his servants to do it for him.
Oh no, he's Pit.
That was the
Um,
joke.
All right, so no, Pitt's good. Anyways, next person, please.
Yeah. Hang on. Okay. So, Castiel,
Oh boy.
you get a Mace of Disruption.
Okay, and what does that do?
I'm glad you asked.
Hello, yes, I am a wizard. I cast Fist.
Mood.
21 strength wizard.
Okay.
Okay, so let me read it. When you hit a fiend or an undead with his magic weapon, which by the way requires attunement, but you can do that. That
Oh,
creature
yeah.
takes an extra 2d6 radiant damage. If the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking the damage, it must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or be destroyed. And
On a successful save, the creature becomes frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
Oh, and while you hold the weapon, it sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20.
Yo, that's fucking scary.
That is. You can basically like if you hit an undead or a fiend, and they go below 25, they either are frightened or die.
So here's that for you, Danny.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get all that info.
Yeah, I'll even give you the site. Let me just find you, and there you go.
Yeah.
I already linked her the Roll20 page.
Well, I did too, so...
That's
Okay.
Look, I'm just really excited right now, okay? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, those are all the magical items for you guys.
Nothing
I
for
would
Baku.
give something to Baku, but he's magic items the man. So
I can just make some. I can just make shit.
yeah.
You don't have to give anything to me. I got a Kraken out of this.
Yeah, I think getting his moment was more than enough reward, and killing Ludwig.
Yeah,
He's good.
You got Kraken, and you got 13 points in strength.
Yeah, an extra 13 points in strength. Kraken and 23 Jedi.
I got 6 lightsabers.
I got a kingdom.
I got gloves.
I became a queen.
I gained like a 3rd royal title.
Advisor.
By the way, You're now appointed general.
So, having the spoils of war before you, and effectively saving an entire kingdom of dwarves, I don't know about you, but I feel like this is a good way to end the session.
Oh,
Do we level up?
Yes, you do.
oh.
yeah.
Yay!
Now here's a question. Here's a question before we end things. How long do we stay there?
We'll give you guys,
A week?
yeah, maybe a good week or a couple days.
Okay, because I want to use the contents of the book.
All right.
So that I permanently get my +2 in charisma.
I mean, you
Enjoy it.
technically can do that in a couple days.
Yeah.
So
You
if
could just spend the entire time reading.
Yeah, exactly. And it
So
should,
anyways,
yeah, it should, just remember, though, that, both Fira and Ra have, vital information for you both, so let's go and write that down in our notes.
actually, can we ask them beforehand? Before the spell?
I would say that it's better to save it for the next session.
Yeah, just say.
Fair enough.
Alright.
I have to figure out which class I'm gonna level up.
I am so happy.
I'm going to see if there's a feat I want to take, or if I want to do some ability scores.
And I'm gonna see what's going on with my, Streamlabs connection, because it was in the red for most of this. It doesn't matter because,
Okay.
you know, there's not a lot of frames to go around, so the sound should be fine, but it's still weird.
Imagine having a +11 in charisma. I have a spell save of 20. A spell
Nice.
save DC of 20, and a
Yeah.
spell attack bonus of 12.
Alright, so with that said, we'll see you guys later for session 18. That should be either on the, following Tuesday after this upcoming one, or possibly, if my schedule gets changed again, God forbid, once every Thursday.